I'm gonna save those two. You'd better get out of here before the commander notices you. Don't be crazy, Takumi. You won't accomplish anything by dying here. I know, you're absolutely right, but...
You are the Takumi I know. The same kind-hearted Takumi Samino, with the most disheveled and generic mug, who always puts his friends above himself.
Hidiko's put her trust in me. I won't abandon her now. I cleared my mind with battle cry and charged into the fray. Once I reached Hideko and Dadumi, we launched into a painfully one-sided battle against the enemy commander. Do we actually get to fight? Do I actually get to make an effort? Yeah!
Ah! Oh, hey, Takumi. You came to save us, huh? Thanks, bro. I hate to disappoint you after you came all this way, but we're totally headed for a game over here. Meh, it's just Hidiko's already out of action, and I'm basically about to keel over too. Looks like we bought ourselves a one-way ticket to hell. Why don't we just accept it and all die together?
If you've got energy to talk, you can still fight. Take out the weaker enemies first.
You got it, boss.
We were doing fine! Scripted. Scripted nonsense.
Anyone else get the feeling this commander's just playing with us?
Why? Because it's not doing anything?
Ooh. He's not even attacking. He's just standing there all menacing like.
I guess he knows he doesn't need to get involved directly? We're already outnumbered and outclassed. It's only a matter of time until they overwhelm us. Damn it. Hey, buddy.
Oh.
You really are too dumb to live sometimes. Did you really think you could take on a commander with just two of you? Yugamu? What are you doing here? I told you to run. I'm just making the most logical choice I can. We can't afford to lose you, Takumi. We'll have no chance of winning the war if we do. That means our only chance is to do something about this guy so we can all get away. It wasn't much of a plan, but at least we had hope now. With three of us, we might just be able to pull it off. Yeah! Let's do this, guys. Give it everything you've got and take him down. What do you mean you win? It still had 20 HP.
Guess who's back?
Welcome back! Shenanigans. It's no use. He's too strong. We had it.
He really is just playing with us. An extra fighter or two's not gonna make any difference.
Oh.
For the love of murder. If he's gonna kill us anyway, he could at least go all out too. Half-assing it makes the whole thing feel cheap. This is why I hate fighting invaders. Don't give up. There has to be something we can do.
Nah, dude, we're done. Let's charge in one last time and get blown to smithereens. I always wanted to go out like a bunch of dirty fireworks.
We're all out of options. Are we really gonna die here? Just when it seemed all hope was lost?
Take my cryptoglobin.
No? I heard Hidiko's voice, faint and weak, but still determined on my comm channel. Don't ask me to... No, don't ask me to do that. Hideko? I thought you passed out. Never mind that. Let's absorb my cryptoglobin. It's the only way. Absorb your cryptoglobin? What are you talking about? Am I not being clear enough? I want you to kill me. If I'm gonna die anyway, you may as well take my power and save yourselves. But you're my friend. I could never kill you. I may die, but you'll still have hope. You'll still have the spare suit. Use it to save out this. Use it to figure out the sponsor's secret and defeat them. Kill me so you can survive. You can't be serious. There's no way I can do this. I'm not asking. I'm telling. Do it now. Take my power and survive. Dadumi. No hesitation? For a moment, I couldn't believe what I was seeing. Dadumi had thrust a knife right into Hideko's back.
Mistress Hiroko! Mistress Hiroko! Your power flowing into me! I can feel you inside me!
I tried to stop her, but it was too late. As Dadumi absorbed more and more of her blood, Hideko's body began to shrivel and dry up.
Oh man, oh man, oh man, oh man. I've never felt this kind of energy before. I am in the zone now. I feel like I could fly, like I could do anything. Yahoo!
Dadumi threw back her head and let out a crazed cry of elation, totally at odds with what had just happened.
What?
Don't you realize what you've done, Darumi? You just killed Hiroko. Save the recriminations for later, Takumi. Now that it's reached this point, we have to see it through. But Hideko is... Darumi's overflowing with power right now. She might actually be able to beat that commander. Yugamu was right. Darumi was stronger than ever. She rushed around the battlefield like a berserker, swinging her weapons in every direction, even charging at the commander without the slightest trace of fear.
No one can stop me now.
By the time we were able to take stock of our surroundings, we realized the commander was no longer there. Did he just leave? Yeah, it seems that way. Had we really won? Somehow it didn't feel real. Relax, he's gone. I don't sense any trace of his presence anymore. Also, the thing Hideko gave her life to get us is still here, and it's still intact. Yugamu held up the suitcase Hideko had brought from the school. It most likely had the spare of the sponsor's suit inside it. We've done what we set out to do. Make no mistake, this is a win for us. It's just... we had to pay a pretty big price for it. Yugamu's gaze wandered to Hideko's body. It was bad enough that she sustained fatal damage trying to bail Darumi out, but then her cryptoglobin was absorbed by the very person whose life she'd saved. As for Darumi herself, she was just staring blankly up at the sky. I could only imagine how she felt having just killed someone who'd been like a sister to her. But before I could say anything...
Yeah.
Darumi? Her eyes rolled back in her head and she fell to the ground. Looks like she finally ran out of steam. You'll have to carry her for now, Takumi. I'll dig a grave for Hideko. Here's as good as a resting place as any, for her as any. Wait, can we turn her around? Oh wait, we don't know that in this timeline, damn it! Yugamu began digging with an old piece of wood, and when the hole was big enough, gently lowered Hideko's body into the ground.
Hideko. I'm sorry I couldn't save you.
But I won't let your sacrifice be in vain. I'll use the suit you worked so hard to get us to figure out the sponsor's weakness, and then...
I'll defeat them and end this game. I promise.
We returned to the school, determined to carry on what Hideko had started. Unfortunately... What else could go wrong today? I have no idea where to even start with tech this weird. Yugamu and I had gone back to my room to look at the suit, but looking at it was about all we could do. Neither of us knew anything about electronics or wearable technology or whatever it was that made this suit tick. Analyzing how it worked and how to get past its defenses was going to be hard, if not impossible. Bring it to Tsubasa! Well, it's a protective suit made out of some kind of specialized material. That's about all I can say. Yeah, I can't figure out anything else out either. How can something this flimsy block our attacks so completely? We'd worked so hard to get it. This feels like such a waste.
Hey!
Darn it! If only we had someone with actual engineering knowledge on our side. We do! As if in answer to my exasperated cry, Tsubasa? Someone's here. At this hour? You don't think it's the sponsor, do you? It's not totally out of the question. They might have realized we got our hands on a suit just like theirs. The bell rang again. Pretending I wasn't here would only put off the inevitable. The sponsor was relentless. If I was gonna die anyway, I might as well put up a fight here and now. I took a deep breath and opened the door. Girl, I have something for you to look at! I definitely hadn't expected to see her standing on the other side. Since this game began, everyone except Yugamu and Hiriko had been keeping their distance from me. Tsubasa's eyes were downcast. She looked like she might start to cry at any moment. Hey, what's wrong? Howdy, Tsubasa. You're looking pretty grief-ridden this evening. Is something bothering you? We'd be glad to listen if you want to talk about it. I have a feeling we're not the kind of people you really want to confide in, though. Yugamu's laid-back attitude did nothing to put Tsubasa at ease. Eventually, she did speak up on her own.
I'm sorry, Takumi. I'm so sorry.
What happened? And all of a sudden, she burst into tears. Calm down. What's this all about? What are you apologizing for? Is it because you didn't let me join your team? You don't have to worry about that. I'm doing fine. No, that's not it. I was there, Takumi. When Hideko was fighting that commander, I was watching the whole thing.
Huh?
Tsubasa was there too? I wanted to help. If I'd activated my Hemo Anima, I could have used my car to get Hideko and Darumi out of there and bring them back to the school. But I was so scared, I couldn't move. And while I was wondering what I should do, Hideko got wounded and then she... I'm sorry, Hideko. I'm sorry, Takumi. I just stood there and let her die. I know apologizing won't fix this, but... I had no idea what to say. I knew all too well how much it hurt not being able to save someone. That's why I knew nothing I could say would take away that pain, but before I could even try... You're right, Tsubasa. A simple apology isn't going to cut it. Yugamu got there first, speaking in a harsh tone I hadn't heard him use before. You didn't save Hideko when you had the chance, but also put our lives in danger. That's not the kind of crime you can just wipe clean. Letting someone die is basically the same as killing them. And you had the gall to give Takumi the cold shoulder? At least he still has a shred of human decency in him. That's more than I can say for you. Yugamu! I know you're mad, but that's going too far. Tsubasa already feels terrible. She doesn't need you making it worse. No, it's fine, Takumi. He's right. I'm always like this. Whenever there's any kind of conflict, I just go with the crowd. When Gaku died, I suspected you because that's what everyone else was doing. It was the same when we decided to form teams. Everyone said to stay away from you, so that's what I did too. I never stand up and make important decisions for myself, and now Hideko is dead because of me. Sarumi's probably heartbroken too. I could have stopped all that from happening. Oh, she really did see everything. Probably still in shock. I'm a terrible person, aren't I? Treating my friends as lives with so little respect. It's so disgusting, it makes me want to puke. Not in my room, please. Tsubasa didn't stop at dry heaving. She vomited all over the floor, tears still streaming down her face. You're amazing, Takumi. You jumped right in to fight that commander and try to save Hideko. I can't believe I've been so awful to you all this time. Really, I'm so sorry. I'm sorry, Takumi, for everything. I'd be lying if I said I was ready to completely forgive Tsubasa and call it all water under the bridge. But I wasn't gonna hold anything against her. Not when she was already suffering this much. Just the thought that I was still capable of some kind of compassion was a comfort in itself. You can cry all you want. It's not gonna erase what you did. The world wouldn't need the police if atonement was that easy. What's with you today, Yugamu? Tsubasa's made some mistakes, but you don't need to be so hard on her. Tsubasa, if you really want to make up for letting Hideko die, there's just one way.
Indirectly or not, you caused a death. Now you have a duty to save lives instead.
Save lives? But how do I...
Oh.
Just a suggestion, but how about you join up with me and Takumi? We're working on something that could save everyone, and we just so happen to need somebody with your particular skill set. It's kind of like carry on Hidiko's legacy, too. This is what she gave her life for. Of course, it'll mean putting yourself in a lot of danger, but what do you say? Will you help us? Tsubasa didn't say anything for a while. She just stood there, staring at her feet. Then she nodded as if she'd come to an important decision. Okay, I don't know what you guys are up to, but if it can save everyone, I'm in. So, what do you want me to do? When Tsubasa said that, Yugamu turned to me and winked.
Huh?
Now it makes sense. He made her feel worse, so she'd feel like she had no choice but to join us to atone. Can't say I like that he manipulated her feelings like that, but we do need all the help we can get. Here's how it is, Tsubasa. I told Tsubasa all about our secret plans, how we'd formed an alliance to take down the sponsor and end this game, and how, thanks to Hideko, we now had a spare of the kind of suit the sponsor wore. A spare suit? Awesome! It's the real thing! I see. Hideko risked everything to get us this.
Huh?
Yeah, but the stuff isn't really our area. We've got no idea what we're supposed to do with it to learn anything useful. What do you think, Tsubasa? Do we need some kind of special machinery to analyze this thing, or what? Maybe we should take it to the metal shop? We don't want anyone to find out we've got this, though. Somewhere we can investigate without being seen, huh? I might be able to help with that. You see, there's a secret lab. I'm pretty sure I'm the only one who knows about it. When you guys see it, it'll knock your socks off. It's that crazy? You'll understand once we get there. Come on, I'll take you there now. I'll take you there now. Follow me. We gathered up the suit and left the room, letting Tsubasa lead the way to the secret lab she'd found. Oh hey, I know this secret lab. Finally, we arrived at the raised stage area in the gym. This is your secret lab? Guess people don't come here all that often. Back up, guys. You're gonna fall. Go stand by the edge for a sec.
Huh?
Fall? Fall where? Tsubasa shooed us to the edge of the stage, then knelt down and began pulling on a broken floorboard. All at once, the board came loose and then... Sounds like the board broke. A hole? Peeling back that one board had somehow made a huge hole appear in the stage. I happened to find a map of this room when I was fixing the corpse recovery drone program using the war room computer. Sorry to have kept it a secret all this time. I always wanted a place like this I could have all to myself. No, you made the right call. Now we have somewhere we can talk without worrying about being overheard. I'm gonna warn you, try not to be too shocked by what you see in there. Even if you are, try not to scream. It's like an echo chamber down there. Shocked? Scream? What in the world is in this lab? I don't know if I can explain it all that well. It'll be easier to just show you. There's a ladder leading down. Come on, before anyone sees us. Sure. We followed Tsubasa down the ladder and into the secret basement room. Sure enough, what greeted us at the bottom was something I'd never have imagined. We know what's down here. I had to hold myself back from letting out a wordless cry of surprise. Inside the lab was a large machine that looked like some kind of spaceship. This is the escape pod. I'd seen it before, of course, at the end of my first 100 days here, but I never expected to see it here like this. Yeah, I was shocked when I first saw it too. I knew it must be the pod you told us about. This place is probably designed to store it safely until it's needed. Is there any chance you can get it working now? I thought of that, but it's no good. It's locked up tight, and there's no way to get in. We could probably force it open, but we can't exactly go into space with a damaged door. We must have security measures to stop anyone using it before day 100. That's the only time we're allowed to leave this school. Well, we can think about the pod later. Concentrate on the suit for now. Do you need any machinery from the metal shop? We can go get it for you. Nah, I should be fine. There's plenty of gear in here for me to get started. I looked around the lab. It was full of miscellaneous machines and equipment. Probably stuff Tsubasa had brought in already. Holy weapons! There was also a lot of weapons for some reason. I figured I'd make those and keep them here for emergencies, just in case we ever need to hole up in here. I've snuck some food supplies in too. Help yourself if you get hungry. It's a real stronghold down here. It'll make a perfect HQ for the Anti-Sponsor Alliance.
Oh.
So, are you gonna investigate the suit's capabilities? You got any experiments in mind? You basically want to know how to break through the suit's defenses, right? The fastest way to figure that is to try out a bunch of stress tests and see how it holds up. By testing its resistance to stretching, pressure, elastic, and plastic deformations, you can start getting a better idea of its fracture toughness. Deformation? Fracture? Some of those terms were lost on me, but at least one of us knew what we were doing. Okay, well, let's get started. Figuring out the suit's weakness is only the first step. Once we've done that, we're taking the sponsor down. We spent the rest of the night testing and analyzing the suit any way we could. Day 31. The next morning, I made my way to the leisure lounge where the sponsor was loafing around as usual. Oh, Takumi Sumino, what are you doing here so early? Did you miss me? You could say that. I wanted to see you anyway. Do you have time to talk? Hardly a respectful attitude to take towards someone in my position. But I'll allow it. You are one of my most accomplished hunters, after all. Hunter? Me? No need to be modest. Just take a look. The results speak for themselves. The sponsor gestured to one of their bees and brought up a display of the leaderboard.
I honestly didn't expect you to gain this much of a lead so quickly.
Really? You doubted me?
The advent of a dark horse like yourself makes this game that much more exciting.
At some point, I'd made it all the way to number 2 in the rankings. Hideko had been number 1 all this time, but now that she's dead, I was catching up. You've made impressive contributions to my little game. I was just thinking you deserve some kind of reward.
Huh?
A reward, huh? Since we're here, how about you play a game with me? Very well, if that's what you want. What shall we play? As I said before, I'm grateful for you to becoming such an accomplished hunter. I'm even willing to turn a blind eye if you ever want to bend the rules a little. That actually helps a lot because what I want is a duel to the death. I'm gonna fight you and I'm going to win and then I'm ending this stupid game of yours once and for all. So it's come to this. Very well. Activate your class armor and hemoanima. Attack me all you want. Your sword is no more threat to me than a blade of grass. The sponsor clearly didn't consider themselves in any danger. They stood there radiating absolute confidence, knowing that nothing I could do would hurt them. Nice of you to be so laid back about it, but I won't be attacking with my sword. I'll be using this crossbow. I brought out a crossbow Tsubasa had made with the Gift-O-Matic. Normally, using a conventional weapon like this would be pointless, especially against an invincible opponent like the sponsor. Fool. What are you thinking turning something like that on me? Such insolence will not stand. A hunter should use hemoanima. Just like that, the sponsor's confident demeanor vanished and they began to panic. Looks like we were right about the suit's weakness. We performed every kind of stress test we could think of on the spare last night, and when we discovered something very interesting. I knew it. The suit isn't actually all that strong. It'll distort from just a little force, and it's not that much tougher than a regular protective suit. A long knife or something could probably cut through it pretty easily. That doesn't make sense, though. If the suit is that weak, why don't any of our attacks work on it? Is the spare one a fake, maybe? Is it actually different from the sponsor's one? No, it's the real thing. The material is the same as what the sponsor wears anyway. So why is this one so much weaker? I think it's not weak so much as built for purpose. What do you mean? Ever since I saw this suit, something about it has been bothering me. It looks like some kind of protective gear, so what is it supposed to protect its wearer from? Not sure I follow. Workers at nuclear power plants wear suits to protect themselves from radiation, right? And firefighters have ones to protect against high temperatures, and divers have ones for water pressure. Protective suits are made with specific hazards in mind. Stuff that's only a threat in certain environments and scenarios. They're not a lot of use outside of those scenarios. Have you ever felt an actual radiation suit? They're basically paper thin. I think it's the same with this suit. It's designed to protect against one particular threat and nothing else. Protective gear for specific threat? I desperately tried to think over what Tsubasa had said and what it could mean. What kind of scenario was the suit built for? Hamo-anima doesn't work on it. That was obvious enough. To protect the sponsor from our attacks. The first time we fought them, we'd attacked with every bit of Hamo-anima we could muster, but at the end of our assault, the sponsor was still standing without having taken the slightest bit of damage. It was like our attacks, our Hamo-anima had no effect at all. There's the light bulb. And then it hit me, like a bolt from the blue. I knew what the suit was for. I knew what threat it was guarding against. Of course. This suit is... Flash forward. That suit is designed to repel any and all Hamo-anima attacks. But the trade-off is that it's weak against regular attacks, isn't it? You're letting your imagination run wild. I'm invincible. Your pitiful intellect cannot hope to understand my power. The sponsor's voice was calm, but they were clearly shaken. I had no doubt we were right about this.
Hey!
I only wish I'd noticed it sooner. The suit only blocked Hamo-anima attacks, not physical ones. It was such a simple weakness, but I could see why I hadn't thought of it until now. Our first encounter with the sponsor had totally demoralized us. We attacked them with everything we had, our very strongest attacks, and not one of them had worked. This person is invincible. It's no use trying to fight them. That was the idea that had been implanted in our heads that day. After sowing that seed of doubt, we all accepted that we had no choice but to do what the sponsor said. But now, we know the truth. Once a trick is exposed, the con artist behind it is finished. Just like this game. I'm warning you, Takumi. Stand down now and we can forget this ever happens. This is for my friends. I pulled the trigger and fired off 3 arrows in quick succession. Rip. They pierced the suit and buried themselves in the sponsor's body. There was no hiding it now. My attack had clearly done some damage. There were holes in the suit now. We weren't dealing with an invincible opponent after all.
We did it! Did you see, Hideko? We broke through the sponsor's defenses.
Not bad, Takumi Sumino. I'll confess, I didn't think you'd ever figure out the secret of my suit. For this, at least, I must congratulate you. Gee, thanks, it's an honor, but it's your death I want, not compliments. Me? Die? Don't be ridiculous. The game has only just begun. And you're forgetting something, Takumi. This suit isn't the only weapon I have at my disposal. I still have... I heard a familiar cacophony of buzzing and beating wings as the bees flew down from the ceiling. They sounded angry. I'd broken a rule after all. I'd injured the sponsor. My suit may not be an immovable object, but my bees are as unstoppable a force as ever. What now, Takumi Sumino? Do you think you can defend against this? No, there's nothing I can do about your bees. If they attacked now, I'd be riddled with holes and having every last ounce of my blood drained. If they attacked me, that is. That's why I'm tagging in. Good work, Takumi. You played your part beautifully. But against someone with proper protection, things wouldn't be so simple. What? Who are you? Why do you have that suit? It's me, Yugamu Omokage. Guess you can't tell because of the voice, huh? Apparently the voice changer came as standard with these suits. This one distorted Yugamu's voice to sound just like the sponsor. We decided to borrow one of your precious suits for a little while. It seems like the best way to stop me getting turned into a pincushion. The beast's stingers were powerful, that much was true, but that was because they'd been augmented with hemoanima. You activated my trap card! Despite a tough and grandiose appearance, it doesn't quite have the hardiness to match. The joints snap out of place if you even look at them wrong, and the stinger comes off without much effort as well.
Oh.
It's as fragile as life itself. But it can't be so weak. These bees killed Kurata like it was nothing. Their bodies were likely enhanced by some supernatural means when they were still alive. Supernatural, in other words. Hemoanima. The suits repelled any and all hemoanima attacks. With Yugamu wearing one, the bees were no threat at all. You and that suit had given us a lot of trouble. Now we're using the same technology to defeat you. You know how it is. What goes around comes around. Insolence. This will not stand. Don't you realize who I am? I am the one who spreads death across the planet. The all-seeing, all-knowing Game Master. Yeah, I'm gonna have to cut you off there. We really don't have time to listen to your final monologue. I'll take it from here, Takumi. Go. Right. We both started running. I ran for the door, while Yugamu charged right towards the sponsor. The bees dutifully flew in to protect their master, but all in vain. Yugamu swatted them aside with one swipe of his arm, killing them instantly. That suit made him the worst possible opponent for them to go up against. Finally, Yugamu reached the sponsor. And then he opened his clenched fingers to reveal he was holding something. What is it? All it takes is one little hole to render protective gear practically useless. So the first thing we need to do is open a hole in the sponsor's suit. Any one of these ranged weapons should be enough to do that. Right, if the suit is weak against physical damage, a gun should do the trick. I'm no marksman though, I'm probably more likely to hit my target with something like a crossbow. Once the suit is torn, the sponsor won't be immune to cryptoglobin attacks anymore. That's where this comes in. Stuff this bomb in the hole and the sponsor will get burned to a crisp. Basa held up a tiny mechanical spear. This baby's filled with undying flames. All it needs is a little impact to detonate it. It's basically a downgraded version of the one we use on Veshness. But I could only make one, so we only get one shot at this. If one of these bombs could destroy Veshness, this could destroy anyone. That included the sponsor, whoever they really are. We had our plan. All that was left was to assign roles and iron out the details. Tsubasa would stand ready with a fire extinguisher outside the leisure lounge in case anything went wrong. I'd use the crossbow to puncture a hole in the sponsor's suit, and Yugamu would be the one handling the most dangerous part of the plan, actually detonating the bomb. Are you sure about this, Yugamu? You'll have to get really close to the sponsor to put the bomb in their suit in the first place. If anything goes wrong, you'll be left wide open. Oh, don't worry about that. I'm really good at ramming stuff in holes that look like they'd be too small to fit. That is something not to say out of context. I'm trying to be serious here. I'm gonna have to ask you to stick to the matter at hand. Sure thing, Takumi. Or you can be the one sticking it to me if you prefer. You know me, I swing both ways. Stay on topic, please. In spite of his usual devil-may-care attitude, I could tell Yugamu was serious. His fists were clenched tight. He was determined to end this game. Even if it meant risking his own life killing the sponsor, he was prepared to do what needed to be done.
Get away!
Don't say it, don't say it, don't say it. You know he meant it in a dirty way.
Don't you dare touch me with those filthy hands!
Undaunted, Yugamu grabbed hold of the sponsor. He slipped the miniature bomb into the hole in the suit, and then... one little hit, and the undying flames enveloped the sponsor's entire body. Wait! Wait! If we cook them, how will we know who it is? Our tormentor writhed in pain, convulsing like a crazed dancer. At some point, the sponsor's vocal cords must have burnt away. They weren't screaming anymore, just making hollow, choking noises. Even with the flames eating away at every fiber of their being, the sponsor held on to life for as long as they could. But finally, they let out one last unnatural, almost inhuman scream. The flames still licking at their body, they collapsed onto the floor. Who is it? I'm dying to know who it is. Tsubasa and I stepped back into the lounge, and we stood there with Yugamu watching the sponsor burn. We didn't want to risk taking our eyes off them in case they suddenly came back to life somehow. Fear rooted us to the spot. We had to be sure. Needed to see the person die. They're really dead now, aren't they? Yeah, no one could possibly survive that. Then we really won. We won! The moment I said the words, it suddenly felt a lot more real. We'd taken down the invincible sponsor and ended the invader hunt. Yo, what the hell is all this noise in here? We heard a weird voice shouting "Gah!" or something. It sounded like nails on a chalkboard.
There was an explosion, too.
The others all came running in. The sponsor's death cries must have echoed all throughout the school.
Takumi, Tsubasa, what are you guys doing here? Get over here.
That's right, you have to get away from the sponsor. Oh, of course, with Yugamu wearing the suit, they think he's the sponsor. Hey guys, you picked the perfect time to join us. Come warm yourselves by the fire. Fire? But it looks like there's a person in there. Vile fiend, did you incinerate one of our friends for your sick entertainment? This has gone far enough. It is time for the holy Jumanji sword to cut you down. Wait, Yoshika, I don't think that's the sponsor. It's Yugamu.
Now you mention it, he does sound like him. What's the deal? What's going on here?
If Yugamu's the sponsor and the sponsor's Yugamu... Wait.
If Yugamu's the sponsor and the sponsor's Yugamu, then who the heck am I?
Takumi, Tsubasa, you got some explaining to do. That's Yugamu in the suit. Where did the real sponsor go? Just stay calm, okay? I'll explain everything. I took everyone through what our team had been doing. Starting with me, Yugamu, and Hideko forming our secret alliance, and how Hideko somehow knew a way for us to get our hands on a spare version of the suit the sponsor wore. That first mission had succeeded, but at the cost of Hideko's life. And Tsubasa had joined the alliance and figured out the suit's weakness, allowing us to put this plan into action. So, you see, we don't have to worry about scores or executions anymore. It's over. We won. I thought they'd all be happy to hear about this. We just freed them from the life and death struggle we've been in since this game began, after all. Why don't you sound impressed? What's the matter, guys? Is it really over, though?
Yeah!
The sponsor was so strong before, it's hard to believe you killed them just like that.
Right, and we didn't see it happen for ourselves.
You don't think we're lying to you, do you? No, that's not it. It's just... It's more like all this is happening so fast and we weren't there for so much of it. It doesn't feel real, you know? And I was the one who was supposed to avenge Lady Kurata. Wow, this is not the reaction I was expecting. I'm not asking for a victory party or anything, but you can at least relax now. The sponsor's gone. Well, this is a real mood killer. You guys are gonna need some time, huh? Let's call it here for the day. We can always accept your praise and adulation later. With things still feeling awkward between us and the other teams, we went our separate ways, and I returned to my room.
Gee, thanks, Takumi, for saving us from the killing game.
No, we don't get any of that. Because we're the Grim Reaper. The morning announcement played just as I got back to my room. Yeah, I guess I should get some rest. You know what would be good right now? Passing out for a whole 20 days. I mumbled to myself vaguely and practically threw myself at the bed. The moment my head hit the pillow, I felt a gratifying sense of accomplishment welling up inside me. Did it, Hideko. We defeated the sponsor. All thanks to you. My grief from losing Hideko hadn't gone away, but now I knew that she hadn't died in vain. The others would come around. They just needed time to process it. No more turning against each other. No more killing game. We can finally be a real team again. Maybe even friends. Comforted by that thought, I closed my eyes. Why did we just give up on the sponsor? What do you mean? We killed the sponsor. From here on, we'd all live a fun, peaceful life. That was how I wanted the rest of our 100 days. That's how I wanted the rest of our 100 days here to go. Oh, why didn't we investigate them? I have no idea. Why didn't we take that mask off to see who was under there? Just like the better times we had last time around, maybe we could hold another barbecue party. Or a festival. Maybe we could all go to the beach together. That would be a nice change of pace. We do need a beach episode in one of these 100 timelines. I'm telling you right now. Still imagining all those different possibilities, I felt myself drifting off to sleep. Who's at my door? In the middle of the night. But then my doorbell started ringing. A visitor? This hour? I really don't feel like getting out of bed right now. I decided to pretend I hadn't heard. Whoever it was and whatever they wanted, they could wait. My dreams were calling me. I'm trying to sleep! All right, I'm coming. I dragged my tired body out of bed and stumbled over to the door and opened it, and my boyfriend was here. Hello, hi, can I help you? We're not sleeping in the same bed. Go to your room. What are you doing here? Please don't tell me you want to hold another meeting. Can't we do it tomorrow? Sorry, Takumi. I think it might be a little soon for us to be celebrating. What does that mean? The sponsor's dead. We made sure of that. The three of us had stood and watched as the master of the killing game burned away to ashes. There was absolutely no way they could still be alive. Oh, the sponsor's dead, all right, but the bees are a different story. While we were fixated on watching the sponsor die, they all flew off. Some of them might still be lurking in the school somewhere. But now the sponsor's not here to control them anymore. Wouldn't they just leave? The thing about bees is they don't like to change their habitats all that much. We're better off getting rid of them here and now so they don't start building nests and breeding. Why is he so damn hot? Because... Right, so now we're exterminators? I wish I could put off the job until later, but I knew I'd never forgive myself if someone got hurt because of those bees. Alright, I guess we should go look for them. How are we gonna do this? I'll handle the schoolyard and the rooms on the first floor. You take the second and third. If you hear even the tiniest hint of buzzing, get out of there and come find me. I'll put on the suit and take him out. Yugamu still had the protective suit Hideko had gotten for us. At least with that around, there was no danger of the Hemoanima augmented insects killing us. With that, Yugamu and I set out to check the campus for bees. Ooh. I hate bees. I shouldn't just wander around at random. I'll see if everyone's okay and ask if they've seen anything first. Oh. Okay. He's doing the courtyard and the first floor, and I'm doing the second and the third? Is that what he said? Ooh, Takumi. Perfect timing. For what? Kiyoshika has something she wants to say to you. Don't you, Kiyoshika? Nozomi pushed Kiyoshika forward. Sir Takumi, for avenging Lady Kurata's death, well, and for my rudeness up until now, that is to say, I'm... Kiyoshika trailed off, unable to look me in the eye. An awkward silence stretched out between us. Sorry, Takumi. I think Kiyoshika needs more time to get her head together. She wants to apologize to you, but she's not sure how or where to start. It's fine. She really doesn't have to apologize. It's all in the past now. It's nice of you to say that, but this is something she needs to do before we can put it behind us. Just give her a little more time, okay? Sure, whatever you need. You know where to find me. After that awkward phase when they were calling me the Grim Reaper, I was finally back to being able to talk to Nozomi and Kiyoshika normally again. I found myself getting a little choked up. All that hard work defeating the sponsor had been so worth it. Okay, next. Oh, why is Eva an option?
Hey, how's it going, champ?
Ugh. What was that all about?
Takumi, thank you so much for taking down that scumbag who killed Kurata. I'm so happy. The tears of joy just won't stop coming. You're my absolute hero now. Best wrestler ever. Instant Hall of Famer, no question.
I'm not a wrestler, though. Oh well, it is nice to see her so happy. Hey, Moko, we're checking to see if any of the sponsors' bees are still...
Yeah.
Moko? What are you saying right now? Moko might be a little too happy. I don't think I'll get any useful information out of her. She's doing some kind of weird victory chant. We'll just leave her to her own devices. Hey, Eva, what's up? I still don't have your mask. Oh, she's sleeping. Okay, I'll come back later. Eva sat in her cage, still looking as dejected as I'd left her earlier. She was probably still in shock at not being allowed her mask back. Okay, well, that was short. "69 days left. Nice. What? The sponsors' bees are still alive? I only said they might be. I hope we're wrong, but we have to make sure. Can you think of anywhere they might be able to hide, Tsubasa? Honestly, I don't know if this is relevant, but since you're asking, I did hear some weird noises coming from that room on the first floor. You know, the one with the strange machines? What kind of noises exactly? It almost sounded like people talking, but there's no way someone would be hiding out in a creepy place like that, right? You know what? It was probably just my imagination. It didn't sound anything like these anyway. The room with the strange machines. Probably nothing, but maybe I'll check it out just in case. Alright, the room with the strange machines. Sponsor hasn't shown up here all day. Level with me, Takumi. Were you serious? Did you really kill that guy? Yeah, I didn't do it alone though. Yugami, Tsubasa, and even Hideko, they all put their lives on the line to make this plan a success. And now the sponsor is gone. We don't have to compete against each other anymore. Loosen up, Takemaru. You're allowed to be happy the invader hunt is over. You idiot. I got no right to be happy at a time like this. What do you mean? So damn pathetic. I pushed you away. Talked all that shit about you being shady, then went ahead and let you do all the hard work and save our asses. For real, I hate myself so much. I wish I could just drop dead. Don't say that. You survived the killing game. Your life is precious. What's so precious about a life you gotta live in shame? Sorry, man, I just can't be around you right now. And, hey, sorry about all that stuff. I'll find a way to make it up to you. His eyes downcast, Takimaru slowly trudged away.
Huh?
You really don't need to do that. Shoma. Where are you? I always go the wrong way. Hey, there you are. Thank you. Thank you. Whoa, what's with you all of a sudden? If you hadn't ended the killing game, I would have been the one getting executed at the end of this round. By defeating the sponsor, you saved my life, Takumi. I never got the chance to say thank you this morning, so now I have to make up for that. You've given an insignificant dust bunny like me a second chance at life. I'm eternally grateful. It's okay, Shoma. Really. I mean, this was a victory for all of us. By the way, have you seen any of the sponsor bees around here? Thank you. Thank you. Doesn't look like I'm gonna get any useful information out of him. Yugamu, any luck?
Huh?
You're still here, Yugamu? Weren't you gonna search the first floor? I thought I'd check on Dadami before I start. She's still out cold, you know, slumbering away like an enchanted princess. I guess she must have taken a lot of damage fighting that commander. Yeah, not just physical damage either. She did murder the only person she's ever cared about with her own two hands, after all. Right. There was no other way out of that situation. Darumi still killed Hiroko. Maybe she was in shock, staying unconscious to avoid dealing with the guilt and pain of that act. I've got to wonder what effect Hiroko's cryptoglobin is going to have on Darumi going forward. It's gonna be a real blast finding out. Everybody seems to be okay, but I didn't get any hints about the bees. The closest thing would be what Tsubasa told me about that room. She said she heard people talking inside. Maybe the bees' buzzing and wing beats just sounded like voices through the door? I made my way to the weird room to check it out just in case. What I saw there was... ... Oh, intense music.
Yeah.
Hello? I couldn't believe what I was seeing. Why are there two of you? The strange sound behind the door wasn't bees, it was the sponsor, who was supposed to be dead. And there were two of them.
Yeah.
How? How are they still alive? If I don't stop them, the killing game will start all over again. But I can't fight them alone. I'll go find Yugamu first. I quickly whirled around, running for the exit. However... Ow. I was suddenly tackled and pinned to the floor.
Hey! Let me go!
I can't let them kill me. If I let them run loose in the school, more of my friends will end up dead. I need to get away and tell everybody they're here. Ah! I felt a sharp pain in my nape. Then I got injected with something. As soon as I felt it... Well, rip us. My vision turned hazy. My consciousness started to fade. I can't pass out now. Everyone will die. We have nothing to do with the invader hunt. I heard someone mutter those words near my ear. Or at least, thought I did? ... Then who are you? Day 32. My back hurts. For some reason, my bed feels really hard today. Did I fall out of bed at some point and spend the rest of the night on the floor? Oh, no, they kept me here. This isn't my room. I opened my eyes and looked around. I was in the room with the weird machines. What am I doing here? Why was I waking up in a creepy place like this? I had no reason to be here, did I? Wait, now I remember. Yugamu asked me to help look for the bees. My memory is coming back now. We were looking around the school, making sure the sponsors' insect minions weren't still lurking somewhere. But I couldn't remember anything from after I came into this room. It was all blank. Somebody else in here? Did they attack me? If anyone or anything had reason to attack me, it would be the bees. I was one of the people responsible for their master's death, after all. Maybe they wanted revenge. And if that was bad, if that was what happened, Yugamu, Tsubasa, the bees could be after them as well. I dashed out of the room in a panic. I ran all over the school looking for my friends. I checked both their rooms, all the classrooms, the library, and then finally... Tsubasa! Yugamu, you're okay. I've been looking for you everywhere. I opened the door to the cafeteria to see the two of them sitting there, eating and talking like nothing was wrong. What's up, Takumi? You're sweating like crazy.
Oh.
Yeah, you look more excited than a... Yes, I'm that excited. They were both fine. I'd been worried about over nothing. Thank goodness. Sheesh, don't scare me like that. I think we should be the ones saying that to you. Anyway, now that you're here, you might as well join in the strategy meeting. Yugamu and I were just talking about how to organize our search for the QB liquid.
Huh?
The what? What are you talking about? The QB liquid. What, you can't have forgotten already.
Huh?
Forgotten? I've never even heard of this stuff before. For real? But I explained it to you this morning. What? When? I woke up passed out in a room this morning. This morning, but we were fighting the sponsor this morning. That was yesterday. Yesterday? Something wasn't right here. We got the spare suit yesterday, and then this morning we defeated the sponsor. Hey, Takumi, what day do you think this is? It's day 31 of... It's day 32, Takumi. No, that couldn't be right. If today was day 32, that would mean I spent an entire day lying unconscious in that weird room. Maybe you've got a concussion? You did hit your head pretty hard. I did? When did that happen? You forgot that too? Yesterday. That's day 31. You tripped and you hit your head. I don't remember that at all. Was it while I was looking for the bees? So what happened with the bees? Did you find any nests or hives anywhere? Nope, not a single one. Yes, I was just being paranoid. Takumi, do you really not remember? Sorry, I don't remember a thing. You were acting pretty strange back then. Maybe the damage is worse than we thought. You should take it easy today. I might come back to you once you rest up a little. Sure. This whole thing still didn't make much sense to me, but I did like what they said and spent the rest of the day in my room. What the heck? Time to go to bed. It's now the night of day 32. I'm missing a whole day's worth of memories. No, I'm not gonna get them back just by thinking hard, but still, this is unsettling. What if I wake up with even more gaps in my memory tomorrow? When I think about it that way, I'm kind of scared to go to sleep. Why is this weird stuff still happening? We'd overcome one ordeal only to be faced with another right after. And here I thought beating the sponsor meant our luck was starting to turn. Nope, being negative about it won't help me now. I gave my cheeks a light slap and took a deep breath to get myself together. If I let a little something like this get me down, we'll never make it to day 100. I have to stay strong. I need to be prepared to put everything on the line for my friend, just like Hideko did. Day 33. Day 33, huh? I mumbled as if to reassure myself as I got up. Yesterday was day 32, today is day 33. No missing spots in my memory. Maybe it was only a temporary thing after all. What a relief. I was afraid we were gonna have to have a new string of weird incidents on our hands. Hopefully now I can have a nice quiet day. But no sooner had that thought crossed my mind when...
Intruder alert! Intruder alert! Unauthorized personnel detected on school grounds.
It's been a while.
Defense mode initiated. All available troops prepare for battle immediately.
An attack? So early in the morning, too. If I knew it, my luck's worse than ever. You started to sound like Gaku. I scrambled out of bed and made my way to the war room as fast as I could. Oh, hey, Takumi. Sir Takumi. Takemaru and Kyoshika were already there when I got to the war room. They both averted their eyes when they saw me. I've been wanting to apologize all this time, but I didn't know where to start. Isolating someone from the group only to have that person save them. It was no wonder they felt awkward, but not for long. Apologize? For what? I don't remember you doing anything you'd need to apologize for. What? I decided to let the whole thing go. Oh, okay. Past was the past. There was no sense lingering on it or holding grudges now. I just wanted us to focus on the present and forge a better future together. Huh? You sure you don't want any payback? I treated you like crap. You didn't deserve any of it. You're not just gonna forget all that, are ya?
Huh?
I already have. It's in the past. All I remember is that Takemaru Yakushiji is the kind of guy who'll do whatever it takes to protect his friends. That's all I need to know. I meant it too. It hadn't been much fun, but it hadn't been much fun for me, but Takemaru had only been trying to keep the others safe in his own way. You're a real stand-up guy, Takumi. Faith, your heart is larger than the ocean itself. You could be king of the pirates someday, Sir Takumi. Takumi, I know everyone's doing it, but I want to apologize too. I'm sorry for treating you so coldly back when the invader hunt began. I felt terrible about it ever since. Guys, seriously, it's okay. Forget about it. I agree. I've had quite enough of this saccharine sweet sentiment for one day. We're all friends again. Why can't we just leave it at that?
Special Defense Unit! Best friends in the world!
You two are pretty mean to Takumi too, you know. That's just how they are. Not even an iron claw can get them to apologize if they don't want to. I really didn't care about what happened before. We were a real team again, and that was what mattered. We were friends and allies. All of us together. Sorry to bring the mood down, but should we do something about the invaders? They're advanced a pretty long way already. Oh, right. Oh, no, I totally forgot. Come on, everyone. Let's get out there. We hurried onto the battlefield and began the first defensive battle we fought in a while. Yeah, it has been a while. Next wave.
All fixed up. It's weird, but I feel like I've gotten a lot stronger.
It must be from all the fighting we did during the hunt. It feels like they're moving in slow motion now.
I'm better than ever, too. Oh, the way I am now, I feel like I could pull off some high-flying lucha moves.
That sponsor just made us stronger. What a dumbass!
Don't get carried away, guys. We've got an even stronger enemy approaching. Odds are it's a commander.
Great. Which one? Oh, this one that was toying with us earlier.
How infuriating. How dare that bitch push me around.
This one's vulgar.
Hell does she think I am? I'm the great Adam Q, the paragon of hatred.
hatred being vulgar. Fitting. Fitting.
It's him! That's the commander that killed Hiruko.
That makes this our big chance to avenge her. Can't wait to get into it.
This guy's going down. I won't stand by and let him escape this time.
All we could do before was force him to retreat, but we're not gonna lose this time. If we all work together, no one can beat us.
Let's do this, everyone. For Hiruko!
For Hideko!
I'm coming for you!
I'm good to go. This hurts. You're pretty good.
My defense thingy had very low HP.
We beat the commander.
Now we just gotta finish him off.
This is a revenge killing, right? Why don't we take our time and really make it hurt?
This is for Hideko.
I say we present his body as an offering at Hiruko's grave. I think she'd like that.
I think she'd like that too.
No way! She doesn't want that kind of baggage hanging over her when she's in heaven.
Are you crazy or just stupid? None of your kind will ever enter heaven.
It seems the varlet still has life enough to talk back to us.
Damn filthy invaders! Treating me like this. I hope you all rot in hell for eternity.
You just called us the invaders, but they're the invaders. I have confusion.
Get back! Don't you dare touch me! Lay a finger on me, and I'll rip your throats out with my bare teeth!
Real sore loser, aren't you? But you didn't hold back against Hiruko. How's it feel to be on the other side of that?
Repent for our friend's death with your life, vile fiend.
Go ahead, Takumi. Finish him.
Huh?
You want me to do it?
You want me to do it?
This will wipe out the final insult to Hiruko's memory. You're clearly the best man for the job.
All right.
Yeah, I think that's what she would want too.
Tear him apart, Mr. Sumino.
Okay.
Somehow I felt like they wouldn't let me say no. I took a step closer to Aramake.
Damn it.
Aramake.
Damn it. I told you to stay away from me!
When I killed him and avenged Hideko, the invader hunt would finally be well and truly over. My next strike would put an end to this dark, desperate chapter in our lives.
This will end it all.
But just as I was about to bring my sword down... Bees! I heard a sound that couldn't possibly be real. Not here. Not now. And then it finally happened. A huge swarm of bees appeared, gathered in the air above Aramake. KSers, hello? That was my kill! A moment later, they attacked, draining every last ounce of his blood with their razor-sharp stingers. How freaking rude. Now just a blackened husk, his body fell lifelessly to the ground. For a moment, I was so shocked I couldn't speak, but how could this be happening?
Why are the bees here again?
Naturally, it's because I am alive and well.
No, your body was a bonfire. Stop that. I turned around at the sound of the voice. Standing there was...
Not quite as satisfying as Kurara O Suzuki's, but this commander's cryptoglobin is sweet nectar all the same. Thanks to that, my wounds have healed. I've made a complete recovery.
But how can you still be alive? I watched you die.
We were contemplating making marshmallows on your body.
You did indeed. My body was burned to ashes until not a single piece of me remained. But you overlooked something, Takumi Sumino. That was only one of my bodies.
One of them? How many do you have? Oh my god, how many do you have?
Much like with the suit, I happen to have some spares set aside.
Suddenly, figures in the strange suits were everywhere. There were at least 10 sponsors standing on the battlefield now. Is this a dream? No, more like a nightmare. We must take care of everybody.
Takumi Sumino, your plan to eliminate me, that is, was truly ingenious. In recognition for your courage and cunning, I'll overlook your breach of the rules. Anything for an accomplished hunter like yourself.
No, this can't be happening. It took so much work just to beat one of them, and now there's this many.
It's an illusion. They must be shadow clones or after images.
You're welcome to test that theory, but don't blame me if you meet the same fate as Kurata Osuzuki.
None of us made a move. Instinctively, we knew we had no choice. If we tried to attack any of the sponsors, we'd be killed on the spot.
So why did you pretend to be dead? Were you just playing with us?
I knew giving you a taste of hope would make your despair that much more intense. Do you see now how futile it is to defy me?
But why are you only showing yourself again now? We worked so hard to defeat that commander. Stealing the fruits of our labor is adding insult to injury.
You misunderstand me. I only absorbed his cryptoglobin temporarily to ensure it's distributed fairly.
Temporarily? Distributed?
Such a mighty prize should be reserved for only the most excellent of my hunters. I will split this commander's cryptoglobin among the top 3 players. In first, Darumi Amamiya. Second, Takumi Sumino. And third, Yugamu Omikage. These 3 alone will receive the reward. Accept it now!
At the sponsor's words, one of the bees flew over to me and dropped my prize, a weird vial with red liquid at my feet.
It seems Darumi Amamiya is not here. Is she still unconscious? No matter. I will inject this into her myself. I'm sure she'll find it most invigorating. She is a talented hunter too, after all. This game wouldn't be nearly so interesting without her.
The killing game is still going on.
That means Shoma's gonna die.
I thought we ended it.
So sorry to quash your short-lived joy, but the invader hunt will continue. There are still 2 days until the end of the first round. I encourage you lower-ranked hunters to make a special effort during that time. Of course, the rest of you can't afford to get complacent either. That's just how this game works.
The sponsor's laugh echoed across the desolate battlefield. The defensive battle was over, but the invader hunt was back on. With our lives once again at the mercy of the rankings, it felt like a truly hollow victory. No! After the battle, we returned to the school and met up in the cafeteria. We needed to discuss what we were going to do next. So basically, the hunt is back on like nothing ever happened. To think the sponsor would come back. A villain like that has no right rising from the dead. Now there's just 2 more days on the first round left. And when it ends, the person in last place will be executed. The killing game wasn't over. The sponsor had multiple bodies, making them effectively immortal. Now that we knew that, any hope we might have built up had been replaced with despair.
I don't think I can do this anymore. Following that person's orders, risking my life playing this terrible game, it's all too much.
There, sister dearest. Don't worry, your dear brother will protect you. Even if I have to sacrifice everything to do it. Damn it, this whole thing is bullshit. I can't believe the sponsor played us like that. All that despair and frustration needed an outlet, and the target Takemaru settled on was... Yo, Takumi, the hell is going on here? You told us the sponsor was dead. Sorry, I'm just as surprised as you guys. I don't think any of us expected the sponsor to have multiple bodies. You saying you didn't know? Don't lie to me, man. You and that bastard were working together this whole time, weren't you? No, that's crazy. Of course we haven't. We haven't.
Hey!
Then why are the only ones who got prizes from your team? You sure that wasn't some kind of payment for going along with the sponsor's act? No, why would you even think that? I'd never betray you guys. You still think that little handout without any kind of protest, almost like you already knew what was coming? And now you'll probably end up first in the rankings for this round. You told us the game was over, so none of us have been earning points over the last couple of days. Your position is just as strong as before, while we've lost any chance to catch up to you. You get to survive to the next round while your partner, the sponsor, gets to mess with us. It's a win for both of you. I can't believe we let you fool us like this. Sir Takumi, all this time you colluded with our enemy? You betrayed us all! I'll have your head for this.
Don't do it, Kyoshika.
Put your sword away. Back off, guys. Takumi's innocent. How many times are you gonna make the same mistake? Hey, I've tried to trust Takumi. He's legit saved my life, you know? But I gotta look at the bigger picture here. Every time I put my trust in him, something bad happens. First Gaku died, then Kurata, and the invader hunt started. And right when it looked like we were out of the woods, suddenly the game's back on and we're in last place? All that can't just be a coincidence. What am I supposed to think? Takemaru glared at me like I was the absolute scum of the earth.
You really are a jinx. No, you're worse than that. You're like the Grim Reaper. Nothing good ever comes from being around you.
Ow.
So do us all a favor and stay away from us!
When I heard the anger in his voice, I knew my dream was over. Making it to day 100 with everyone working together as a team, that would never happen now. That's all I gotta say to you. From here on, we're enemies. Don't come talking to me like we're still friends.
Hey!
Ima, Kako, let's go. We gotta earn some points and get ahead of those guys while we still can. Takemaru stormed out of the cafeteria, taking the twins with him. Now it's come to this. I must retreat to the mountains. I'll undergo intense training and unlock the power I need to strike down every one of those accursed sponsors. Kyoshika, no. Can't go out there alone. At least let us come with you. Nozomi's team hurried away as well, leaving just me. And my only two friends in the world. Sheesh, what's with these guys? All this over some dumb prize Takumi didn't even ask for? They can't help it. This game's made them paranoid. Everything seems suspicious to them now. Even a little vial of cryptoglobin. Yugamu was right. All they wanted was to get rid of the Grim Reaper in their midst. The vial was just a convenient excuse for them to do that. Speaking of the vials, remember what the sponsor said back there? Something about injecting Darumi?
It seems Darumi Amamiya is not here. Is she still unconscious? No matter. I will inject this into her myself. I'm sure she'll find it most invigorating.
Right, that means the sponsor probably went to Darumi's room. She could be in danger. Come on. We ran for the stairs and headed up to the roof. We couldn't let the sponsor do anything to Darumi. Yuriko had given her life to save her. It was her legacy. Darumi! We wrenched open the door to Darumi's room and charged inside. You good? Darumi was awake. She was sitting on the edge of her bed, staring vaguely at the ceiling. Darumi, you're okay.
What's up, Tsubasa? Why are you and Takumi and Yugami all out of breath? Ooh, you finally decided to kill me, right? You're breathing heavy because of the anticipation. You gonna pass me around and have some fun with me first, or are you gonna save that until after I'm dead? You can't have a killing game without some gory or sexy R-rated scenes, am I right? Go ahead and mess me up, girl. Calm down. Should we film it for posterity? Make sure you get my good side when my eyes roll up into the back of my head.
Girl, calm down. Will you stop talking crazy for a minute? Thank goodness, she's just the same as ever. Morbid. Inappropriate sense of humor included. Are you alright, Darumi? You're not sick or in pain or anything?
Nope, I'm 110% A-okay. In fact, I think actually getting some sleep for once has made my skin healthier than usual. Oh man, at this rate the bags under my eyes might disappear. I love those little black smudges like they were my own children. I don't think I could bear losing them.
Wait, that's not just eyeliner? Well, anyway, I'm glad she's okay. There's just one problem. How exactly are we supposed to treat Darumi from now on? Obviously, I want to honor Hideko's last wish and do whatever I can to make sure she survives. But she's also technically the person who killed Hideko. There's no getting away from that. Then again, does Darumi even know what she did, or has she repressed that whole episode? Hey, Darumi, how much do you remember about what happened before you blacked out?
Pretty much all of it. Me, Yugamu, and Mistress Hideko all went off on a picnic. Then we got attacked by a commander. Mistress Hideko got mortally wounded protecting me, and then I stabbed her in the back and killed her. That just about covers everything, right?
So she does remember. I have to think she'd have been happier if she forgot, though. It's bad enough that she had to lose Hideko, but to have to kill her herself? What can I even say to someone who's been through something like that? Should I try to comfort her? Reassure her that she did the right thing? I'm out of depth. I've got no idea what to do here.
Okay, Takumi, it's your turn. Tell me what's been happening while I was out. Is the killing game still going?
Yeah, it is. It hasn't been a constant thing, though. I managed to end it once, but then it just started up again. I explained everything to Darumi. I told her about how we'd formed the anti-sponsor alliance with Hideko, about how Hideko had obtained one of the same kind of suit the sponsor wore, and how, with Tsubasa's help, we'd figured out its weakness and taken down the sponsor. Of course, after that, the sponsor came back and revealed that they had multiple bodies. So in the end, nothing we did even mattered. Are we not gonna point out the fact that her room looks like it was totally trashed? Tears had sprung to my eyes while I was telling the story. Saying out loud had made the pain of losing Hideko feel fresh and raw again. And then it happened. Are you okay? It started acting really weird, even by her standards. She was stuttering the same syllable over and over again, making her sound like an old staticky radio. Come on, Darumi. What's...
That's what you get!
Finally, Darumi screamed so loud I had to cover my ears. When her voice had finally stopped echoing around the room, I took a moment to process what she'd actually said. Did you seriously just say that's what you get?
Well, duh. This is your punishment for being dumb enough to try to end the hunt ahead of time. Killing games are an immutable law of nature. You can't just end them. How could you be so stupid? Moron. Moron.
What's with that attitude? I know you only just recovered, but there's a limit to what I'll put up from you. Hideko wanted to end the invader hunt so no one else would have to die. She gave her life to do that. Are you just gonna trample over her feelings?
Mistress Hideko? Stop the killing game? You're crazy. She was the goddess of this game.
Goddess?
Mistress Hideko reveled in slaughter and bloodshed. She was the perfect embodiment of everything the invader hunt stood for. And now she's in my tummy. That makes me like the holy mother of the goddess or something.
Tatami tenderly placed both hands over her stomach.
Watch over me, Mistress Hiroko. I'll kill lots of invaders and offer up their blood in your name. I'll knock everyone else out of the rankings and reign supreme as the Queen of Kills! Let's all have fun killing each other, guys!
Tatami's unbridled joy towards the killing game was unnerving, maybe even inhuman. I couldn't see us talking sense into her anymore. She was an uncontrollable monster. Was everything we did really pointless? Our alliance against the sponsor, getting the suit, Hiruko's sacrifice. What was the point of any of it? Day 34. The day after the sponsor came back to life, Yugamu, Tsubasa, and I got together for another meeting of the Anti-Sponsor Alliance. The way I see it, we've got two options open to us. Continue playing the game or kill the sponsor to end it. What? Again? Is that even possible? That's something we can discuss if we choose that option. Right now, we've got to decide on what direction we're going to take. I say we, but really, it's up to you, Takumi. Huh? You want me to decide? You are the Alliance's leader. That's what Hiruko said, remember? Come to think of it, she did give me that job, didn't she? Did she? You've just been appointed the leader of the Anti-Sponsor Alliance. She might even have given me the position because she knew she was gonna die. Is that why? Did she think I could hold the Alliance together even after she was gone? Are you sure you want someone like me as your leader? I don't really have any skills or talents. Yeah, dude, it's gotta be you. You got the courage and the resolve we need to get us through this. I'd like you to be the leader too, Takumi. You just know if anything happens, you'll come to my rescue. It's reassuring to have someone like you in charge. You guys. Honestly, I think this might be too much for me, but if these two are willing to put their faith in me, I can't let them down. Alright, I'll accept the position as leader. I might not have very much going for me, but I'll do everything I can to keep you safe. That's the spirit. Okay then, oh great and powerful leader. Tell us where our alliance is going to go from here. Do we continue to participate in the invader hunt, or do we try to kill off the sponsor? Continue the hunt or kill the sponsor. Obviously, taking part in this game is out of the question. I won't stand by and watch another one of my friends die at the end of every round. If we lose any more than this, it's gonna be hard to get through our defensive battles too. But the only way to stop the game is by killing the sponsor, and I'm not sure if that's even possible anymore. Now that they've come back from the dead, they feel more untouchable than ever. Plus they multiplied. How are we supposed to beat someone with multiple bodies? Even if we came up with something, how would we know we got it? How would we know if we got them all? If playing the game and killing the sponsor are both equally impossible, then neither. I'm choosing the third option. The third? Buddy, there wasn't a third option. We're creating a third option. That's the power that we have as a leader, right? We run. We leave this place and the killing game behind. After all, we know where the escape pod is. If we can find a way to activate it early, we can all go back to the artificial satellite. The sponsor and their bees are powerful, but there's no way they can follow us all the way to space. Takumi, what are you talking about? We went over this already. The escape pod is out of commission. Out of commission? You mean we can't use it at all? Since when? Oh, he has an entire day where he's lost his memory. Tsubasa, remember when Takumi hit his head that time? Oh, so you forgot about that too, huh? In that case, it'll be easier to just show you again. Come on, let's go to the hangar. Tsubasa led us to the storeroom underneath the gym. And there I saw... Huh? Every inch of the escape pod's surface was riddled with holes. Who did that? What happened here? Did it get shot up by a machine gun or something? Whoa, exact same reaction as last time. You really did lose your memory, didn't you? Never mind that. Tell me what's going on here. Who did this? It's less of a who and more of a what. You can't really blame anyone except the bacteria. Bacteria? As in microscopic life forms? But the pod's not organic. How could they destroy solid metal? Let me explain. The corrosion's been caused by something called particle bacteria. Where the heck did it come from? It erodes matter on a molecular level, so it's invisible to the naked eye until the damage starts to show. The bacteria eats away at metal to grow stronger. Actually, I'm not sure if eat is the right word. Technically, it's more like the energy released during the oxidization process allows its cells to reproduce. Don't be fooled by the bacteria part of the name. It's not really alive, just a chemical substance. That said, we're talking about something that randomly occurs in quantum level space, so there's not a lot we know about it. Hold up! So this timeline essentially is gonna be a dead end, right? Because like, that's how we're gonna escape when the lasers go off. Well, rip us. Is there any chance of repairing the pod? Not the way it is now. I'd have to get rid of the particle bacteria first. Is that possible? Tsubasa took out a photograph and showed it to me. QB liquid. Yeah, but I'll need some of this. QB liquid. It's the only thing that can purge the bacteria. I have no idea where to find it, though. What about the biolab? I've looked in there already. This is rare stuff. I don't think there's a single vial of it in the whole school. Queen's blood? At this point, the only thing we can do is search around in the ruins outside and hope for the best. So we're looking for a rare material while also trying not to fall behind in the rankings. I have a feeling that's not going to be easy. We'll have to repair the pod eventually, but activating it and getting out of here early does seem almost impossible. You get the position we're in now. Oh, you get the position we're in now. Using this to escape the game just isn't feasible. We'll need to go with a different strategy. So, we're going back to the first two choices I offered you. Play the game or kill a sponsor. What's it gonna be? Those are my two options, huh? Taking everything I know into account, though? Sorry, I still think third choice is the best option. We'll find a way to repair the pod and use it to escape from the game. You sure? You just went through how doing that's so hard it's practically impossible. We're gonna face steep odds no matter what we do. I'd rather take a chance on a path I believe in. Step 1 is to find the QB liquid, destroy the particle bacteria, and repair the damage. After that, we focus on finding a way to activate the pod early. Once that's done, we get everyone on board and get out of here, back to the artificial satellite. Prioritize escaping to safety. That's what you're going with, Takumi? Well, I did say I'd respect our leader's decision. That cool with you too, Tsubasa? Sure, if that's what you want, Takumi, I'm fine with it. I've already made up my mind to stand by you to the very end. After the way I treated you before, I want to make up for that and be as supportive as I can now. Aw, Tsubasa. My heart gave a little leap. These two were putting so much faith in me. It made me feel like I could make it through any ordeal. Tsubasa, are you sure you're okay with working with us? Aren't you technically still on Nozomi's team with the other girls? Oh, it's fine. I've decided to officially leave that team. I feel bad for them losing a fighter, but you guys are way more important to me. Way more important? When I heard that, I almost broke down into tears. Aww. Even an outcast like me has people who consider him important. So long as I remember that, there is nothing I can't do. I know we'll make it back to the satellite together. Alright guys, let's fix this escape pod. We're all going home and we're going back alive. Great, death flags. We had our goal. Now we just had to start making it a reality. The first order of business was going out to try and find some QB liquid. No idea where to start looking, but I'm sure we'll find some. Maybe. Out beyond the school, we explored the ruins of what had once been stores, ransacking the shelves for anything that looked like what we needed. Of course, we should have known better than to think we'd find something that rare that easily. Before we knew it, the sky had turned the dark orange of sunset.
Ah.
Whew, the sun's going down. We should probably call it a day soon. It's not dark yet. Let's keep going a little longer.
Ah.
Overdoing it's not gonna help anyone, Takumi. This search could take a while. We need to conserve our strength. And don't forget, tomorrow's the last day of the first round. You never know what might happen when things get right down to the wire. We need to be ready to deal with any kind of unexpected conflicts. Oh, right. It is tomorrow, isn't it? Based on our current standings, no one from our team was in any real danger of being executed, but it made sense to be careful all the same. Alright, let's head back for today. In the interest of staying fresh for tomorrow, we returned to the school and went straight to bed. Time passed, and eventually, the final day of the Invader Hunt's first round arrived. Shoma's in last place. Day 35. Here it is, the end of round 1. Whoever's at the bottom of the rankings at midnight will be executed by the sponsor. Last time I checked, Shoma was in last place. I wonder what's going through his mind now that he's facing death. What is he feeling? Maybe I'll go check on him while there's still time. Oh, Takumi. Good morning. Morning, Shoma. Sorry to call on you so early. It's fine. I don't mind. Are you feeling alright? Spending too much time breathing the same air as me will probably spoil the rest of your day, you know. His self-esteem is just as low as ever, but he doesn't seem scared. Shoma, how can you be so calm? Today's the last day of this round of the game. You're at the bottom of the rankings. If you don't earn some points quick, then... I know, but it's okay. I've decided to accept my death as gracefully as I can. You're just gonna accept it? Don't you want to survive? Of course. Well, I did at first anyway. I wanted to make it out of here someday and see Leo again, but I changed my mind. Another person shouldn't have to die just to keep a piece of human trash like me alive a little longer. That's it? You're okay with being killed in this messed up game we're being forced to play? No, I hate that it has to be this way, but that's all the more reason for me not to struggle against the inevitable. What do you mean? If I stay where I am in last place, no one else will have to worry about dying until the next round. The sponsor wants to see us panic and turn on each other, but that's not gonna happen. I may not be able to defeat the sponsor, but I can at least disappoint them. I'm gonna consider that a win.
I'll end my life with my one and only victory. That's good enough for me.
Aw, Shoma. Shoma. Seeing Shoma smile in the face of certain death brought tears to my eyes. All this time, we'd been so focused on our own survival, and here he was, willing to give his life to save the rest of us. That had to take a tremendous amount of inner strength and kindness, too. Actually, since you're here, do you think I could ask you for one last favor? A favor? Can you take over looking after Eva for me? She needs someone to bring her food and clean her cage and talk to her so she won't get lonely. The fact that I'll be leaving her alone here is the one thing that still bothers me. I just want her to be happy. Ever since I refused to give Eva her mask back, we hadn't exactly been on great terms. But if this was Shoma's last request, I owed it to him to try. I nodded firmly. Sure, you can leave Eva to me. I'll do whatever I can to protect her from harm and misfortune, I promise. Thank you. That's such a relief. Now I really do have no regrets. I spent the whole of that day with Shoma. He told me about Eva's favorite foods and regaled her with stories about him and Leo back in the residential complex. We passed the time chatting aimlessly even after the sun went down. But then, on the stroke of midnight, that's the sponsor. Hunters of the Special Defense Unit gather in the schoolyard immediately. The closing ceremony for the first round is upon us. We were called to the schoolyard by the announcement. There, we were all forced to watch Shoma's execution. Shoma Ginsaki, alas, his refusal to compete seriously made the end of this first round quite the anticlimax. The final struggle to stay out of last place is usually one of the most exciting parts of the game. I hope we'll have no cowards in the next round. I encourage you to put all your energy into the hunt from now on. You don't want to end up like him, do you? Shoma was just a shriveled up corpse now. He looked so small, like some kind of grotesque figurine. Damn it. I'm sorry I couldn't save you, Shoma. I'm sorry, Shoma. Middling in flavor, yet ample in nutrients. Thanks to his contribution, we've become stronger still. Oh dear. The more cryptoglobin the sponsor absorb, the more powerful they get. I can feel it from here. When does the second round start anyway? I'm guessing we're not gonna dive into it right from tomorrow. Oh, you can relax on that count. I will grant all of you a week's respite for surviving the first round. The second round will begin on day 43. Use that time to rest, recuperate, and prepare for the next hunt.
It's not very long, but at least we get some time off.
Not like we could take it easy, though. We gotta use that time to get stronger and survive the next round, too.
Hey!
Ima, Kako, as of right now, you guys are in boot camp. We're going out to the mountains to train. Oh, great. I've never been any good at this sporty jock stuff. A week off. Will we be able to find the QB liquid and get out of here in that time? I hereby call the first round of the invader hunt to a close. I'll leave the task of getting rid of this filthy corpse to you. What? You can't pick up your own mess? We dug a grave for Shoma in the schoolyard and buried his body. You know what? Probably best that we do it because we would do it respectfully.
Thank you, Shoma. You saved us all. I won't forget what you've done for us. I promise.
Words of gratitude came spilling out of my mouth. Thanks to Shoma's sacrifice, the rest of us didn't have to struggle to stay out of last place. The sponsor was wrong. Shoma wasn't a coward. He was the only one of us who'd had the strength to put others first.
I won't let your sacrifice be in vain.
Another friend dead, thanks to the invader hunt. This can't be allowed to continue. We're finding that liquid and repairing the escape pod. We'll find a way to get it working. Then, we're getting everyone on board and getting out of here. Back home. Back to the artificial satellite. Hopefully. Day 36. Day 36. This is the start of our week's break from the invader hunt. Of course, that doesn't mean we're going to be sitting around doing nothing. The Anti-Sponsor Alliance is going to be giving their all searching for the QB liquid we need to repair the escape pod. Oh, and there's something else. Eva. I did promise Shoma I'd take care of her. It's been awkward between us ever since I made her cry that one time. But this is what Shoma wanted. I have to honor his last request. I made my way to the courtyard, determined to patch things up with our prisoner. Probably gonna get upset with us if we don't bring her mask. Again. I see. So Shoma's dead. Eva's face fell when I told her what had happened. He was such a timid boy, and a little strange, but I liked him. He was kind, even to a prisoner like me.
Huh?
Leaving you behind was his only regret. He said he wanted you to be happy.
Huh?
He really was a great guy, no matter how bad things looked for him. He was always thinking of others. and now it was my turn to carry on that legacy. Hey, Eva. I'm sorry I broke my promise to return your mask. Do you think you can find it in your heart to forgive me? Shoma asked me to take care of you in his place after he was gone. I know you probably won't like seeing me every day from now on, but no, I don't mind. In fact, I've wanted to apologize to you for a while now. I'm sorry about last time. I shouldn't have reacted the way that I did. That mask is just so important to me. It's easy for me to get carried away. Eva bowed her head in apology. Unlike our last conversation, she was clearly thinking a lot more calmly and rationally now. Or maybe calm wasn't the word. Maybe it was more like resignation? Her face was eerily still, almost devoid of emotion. I didn't have it in me to act like this situation was any better than it was either. The mood began to stagnate. If you're that concerned about having your face exposed, I can get you a hat or something. No, that wouldn't work. I decided never to cover my face with anything other than that mask. Oh, wow. Okay. I didn't realize it was such a specific belief. Without that mask, I'm nothing. I can't stay calm. I can't gather my courage. You're really attached to it, huh? Is it like a source of support for you? Of course it is. That mask, it's the only of its kind in all the world. My daughter made it especially for me. Your daughter? You have a kid? Do I look too young to be a mother? Technically, it was my brother's wife who gave birth to her. But after her parents died, I took her in. Even if we're only tangentially related by blood, she is my one and only daughter. It was a shocking revelation. Eva? A mother? But there was more to it than that. Something here didn't add up. Invaders were creatures created by the Earth itself to help bring about world death. That was what we'd been told.
The Earth must have given birth to them to further advance world death and the eradication of all life on the planet. You've seen the way they fight. It's not much of a stretch, is it? And it would explain why they're so fixated on destroying the school.
Had we been wrong this whole time? Did the invaders actually have their own lives outside of world death? It would be easy enough to get the truth. All I had to do was ask Eva, "What are you?" I forced myself to hold the question back. What mattered right now was finding the QB liquid and fixing the escape pod. If we let the true nature of the invaders distract us, we'd never get any of that done.
Oh, Commune. I miss you so much.
Eva muttered that last sentence under her breath, staring up at the sky through the bars of her cage. Commune. That must be her daughter's name. Aww. After that, I met up with Yugamu and Tsubasa, and we set out for the day. Outside the school, we began our search for the QB liquid with renewed vigor. We pinned down a potential location on a map we found in the library beforehand, and soon found ourselves sifting through rubble in an old pharmaceutical facility. No dice. We had nothing to show for our hard work that day. The only thing we'd found in the ruins was regular junk. Finding what we needed wouldn't be easy. There were bound to be days when we walked away disappointed, just like this one. I have a sneaky suspicion that 37. We are not gonna find it. Not before our rest period's done. These buildings look relatively intact. The next day, we focus on old pharmacies and construction sites in residential areas. But once again, we found nothing but junk and had to return to the school empty-handed. Day 38. The day after that, we searched the ruins of every house we could find from the corner to corner. We failed to find what we were looking for, and before we knew it, the sun was going down. Day 39. On day 39, we made our way to the ruins of an old dockyard. We searched all day, but didn't find anything that looked like it could be QB liquid. Does QB liquid even exist? Is this a made up liquid? Day 40. Day 40 already. There's only 3 days of our break left, including today. I wanted to find the QB liquid before the start of the second round, but at this rate, I don't think that's gonna happen. We just don't have enough people to cover all this ground. Let's face it, the chances of the three of us stumbling on something that rare were always pretty slim. What am I saying? It's not over yet. I gave my cheeks a light slap to chase those negative thoughts away. We'll find that liquid. We have to. I tried to reassure myself as I set out for another day's searching. Just as I was leaving my room, someone called out to me, but it wasn't Yugamu or Tsubasa.
Hey!
Morning, Takumi.
Huh? Moko? Kyoshika too? What are these two doing right outside my room?
Aha!
We were thinking of starting a new segment. Kind of a Mojiro Knows Best morning edition.
Oh, what? What exactly does that mean?
Basically, we want to have breakfast with you.
Hey!
You haven't been to the cafeteria in a while, so it might be nice for us to eat together and maybe catch up on some stuff, you know?
Something was weird. Despite Moko's cheerful demeanor, Yoshika was still just as silent and sullen as ever. When you say catch up on stuff, what kind of stuff are you talking about?
Huh?
Oh, you know, just anything that pops into our heads. I'm sure we could think of something.
Oh.
Like the state of pro wrestling and the TRC, our favorites for the next championships, the latest backstage gossip, or hey, maybe even the physical condition of the other members of the Special Defense Unit?
Okay, this is more than a little weird now. Why would I talk about how the others are doing with these two? We're not even on the same team right now. This was a bad idea, Lady Moko. We shouldn't involve Sir Takumi in this. He is the Grim Reaper, after all. Asking him for help will only make things worse. And if anything bad were to befall Lady Nozomi, Nozomi? Wait, what does this have to do with her? Is she okay? Did something happen to her?
Huh?
Why would you think that? Gosh, Takumi, that's some imagination you got.
But Kyoshika literally just said,
Hey!
Whoops, sorry, Takumi. Looks like our time's up. We gotta get out of here and head to the next segment. Until next time, bye, Anara.
Moko hoisted Kyoshika up like a sack of potatoes and hurried away. Nozomi. I could go after them and ask them what's wrong with her, but the way they are now, I don't think they'd tell me anything. We're not gonna go check up on her? Yugamu, Tsubasa, and I set out for another day of searching for QB liquid, but my heart wasn't in it. I was too distracted by the idea that Nozomi might need my help. Needless to say, we didn't find what we were looking for that day either. Great. Day 41. And now it's day 41. Things were beginning to feel pretty hopeless. I only had today and tomorrow left until the next round of the invader hunt began. If it comes down to it, can we keep looking for the QB liquid while also earning enough points to stay in the game? Oh, great, a visitor. That's all I need. Who's at my door? It was Moko. It seemed like she'd come to continue our conversation from yesterday, although she didn't have Kyoshika with her this time. Hey, Moko. What was all that about yesterday? You were acting really weird. If there's something you want from me, just come right out and say it.
Hey!
Okay, well, how'd you like to hire me, Takumi?
Hire you? For what? Where is this coming from?
You might not think it by looking at me, but I've got other talents besides my strength. I can handle any kind of job you want. Manual labor's a given, but I can cook too, and I'd make a great bodyguard when you're going anywhere dangerous.
Yeah!
I'm there for you 24 hours a day, 365 days a year. Moko Majiro, every home should have one. Pretty awesome value, don't you think?
I have no idea what she's talking about anymore. Why do I have to get saddled with this bizarre sales pitch first thing in the morning?
All I'm saying is, I'll work real hard for you, Takumi. I'll do anything you want, so in return for
Won't
that...
you do something to save my dear friend?
What's wrong with her?
Huh?
Your dear friend? Wait, are you talking about Nozomi? She did want to help with Nozomi yesterday. I knew it!
The physical condition of the other members of the Special Defense Unit...
And if anything bad were to befall Lady Nozomi, What happened to Nozomi, Moko?
That's the thing. I don't really know what's wrong with her. She suddenly collapsed 3 days ago, and she's been getting worse and worse ever since. This morning, it was hurting her just to breathe. At this rate, I'm worried she might die.
And Nozomi can't use the Revive-O-Matic. If she dies, she's gone forever.
I don't know what caused this, so I have no idea what to do about it. Doesn't seem like a regular cold, so I've gotta wonder if it's some kind of disease she already had in her. I really need any help I can get here. That's why I came to you. You're from the future, so I figured you might know something about Nozomi that I don't.
Oh, now it makes sense. That's what you were trying to ask me yesterday?
Yeah. Please talk to me. Save Nozomi. I know I've got some nerve asking you for help after the way we've all treated you, but you're her only hope. I'm begging you. Save her life. I'll dedicate mine to you.
Tears streaming down her face, Moko got down on her knees and bowed her head in supplication. Moko, come on, you don't have to do that. Of course I'll help. All you had to do was ask. If Nozomi's suffering, I can't just stand by and let it happen. I want to do something about it. That's what friends are for.
Thank you, Takumi. Thank you so much.
I gave Moko a tissue to dry her eyes, not to mention her nose. Once she'd calmed down a little, I got her to tell me about Nozomi's condition. Based on what you've told me, I might know what the problem is. Is it her rejection symptoms? It sounded a lot like what happened to Nozomi in my first timeline. Unhealthy pallor, fever, labored breathing. I'd seen her suffer like that before. It could only mean one thing. If I'm honest, it's just as you said. My condition is due to rejection symptoms. What are rejection symptoms? The Hemel Anima is rejecting me. I think Nozomi is probably going through rejection symptoms from her cryptoglobin. It's not very compatible with her body, so it flares up and gives her a bad fever sometimes.
So her body's turning against her? Kinda like with steroid abuse? Does that mean this could happen to the rest of us too?
No, this is a Nozomi only thing. It's because she's not an official member of the Special Defense Unit. Am I allowed to say that?
Official? What do you mean by that?
Well, Nozomi's different from us. I told Moko the truth about how Nozomi got here, how she snuck in and joined this war of her own free will. Should I be sharing that information? The group alienated her last time they found out about this. Basically the whole story that I heard from Nozomi herself last time. Her mother was a researcher working at Kamakura General Hospital where she was involved in a project to save humanity. Specifically, that project involved transfusing cryptoglobin into human hosts. Nozomi had offered herself as a research subject to help make that project a success. But something went wrong, and the cryptoglobin didn't bond with her the way they'd expected. Nevertheless, they continued with their research. The project was eventually shut down by the higher-ups, and Nozomi's mother was so heartbroken that she took her own life. After that, Nozomi snuck into Kamakura again and again, trying to figure out the truth behind why the project had ended. Eventually, she found it. The people in charge were building a special squad of youth with the power of cryptoglobin. In other words, the Special Defense Unit. Her investigations led her deeper into the heart of the hospital. And in a room packed with strange capsule-like machines, she found us. Realizing that we were the Special Defense Unit she'd heard about, she got inside a pod herself. When we were sent here to the planet's surface, she came as well, ending up at the second to last Defense Academy. To put it simply, Nozomi was never meant to be here. Her mom's experiments on her were deemed failures. And in spite of that, she's been fighting so hard all this time. I guess it's only natural that it would take its toll on her body sooner or later.
That Nozomi. I can't believe she never told me any of this. Does she really think I'd care if she's not an official member of the team? She's my friend. I'd love her no matter what. Yeah, I knew none of that would matter to you. That was why I'd felt comfortable sharing this information. If anyone could be trusted with Nozomi's secret, it was Moko. You know, after I said, should I be telling her this, I realized that out of everyone, Moko is the person that I feel safe telling this information to.
Ha!
So, Takumi, how do we stop these symptom thingies? If there's some kind of medical herb that'll help, I'll run out and get some right now. No, there's only one thing that'll help Nozomi now, and that's cryptoglobin. It's got cannibalistic qualities. In the experiments, we were looking for a way to reduce rejection symptoms, so we tried getting the blood to consume itself. My mom transfused additional cryptoglobin, and then the rejection symptoms stopped. So by absorbing cryptoglobin, we can mitigate the rejection? A lot of this is going over my head, but that's basically what we need to save her, right? Cryptoglobin. Well, the best way to get more is by defeating the commander. Okay, that settles it. I'm gonna go find a commander and lay a beat down on him. I'll bring him back alive so Nozomi can... Wait, Moko, we already have some cryptoglobin right here. Huh? We do? Yeah, I got some at the end of the battle on day 33, remember? I handed Moko the prize the sponsor had given me for being in the top 3 in the rankings. Inject this into Nozomi and her symptoms will settle down. I'm sure of it. The cryptoglobin in the vial looked the same as it did the night I got it. It still had its power. Are you sure you're okay with just giving away your prize? It's a small price to pay if it'll save Nozomi's life. Go on, take it. Thank you, Takumi. I don't know how I can ever make this up to you. Don't sweat it. I'm just doing what anyone else would do. Takumi, you really are a great guy. Okay, I'll take it. Thanks again. I'll go to Nozomi's room and give it to her right now. Moko bowed her head one last time and rushed off to deliver the life-saving vial. Get better soon, Nozomi. I can't just sit around and worry all day. I still have things I need to do. If we don't find that QB liquid soon... I met up with Yugamu and Tsubasa and we began our search for the day. We searched and we searched. But just like before, we failed to find any QB liquid. Our respite from the killing game was almost over and we had nothing to show for it. Oh. Day 42. We're almost halfway through this timeline. Day 42 already. This was the last day of our week off. Tomorrow, the invader hunt will begin again. The 3 of us would have to balance our search for the QB liquid with earning points to stay in the game, if that was even possible. Is that Moko? She's probably come to tell me how Nozomi's doing. I hurried to the door and opened it. Standing there was... Nozomi! Good morning, Takumi. You're all right. Yep, I feel better than ever, thanks to the cryptoglobin you gave me. I wouldn't have pulled through if it wasn't for you. I just had to come here and thank you in person. Oh, there's no need for that. All I did was pass on something I didn't need myself. But since you're here, I should probably apologize. Huh? For what? I told Moko your secret about your past. I'm sorry, I know it wasn't my place to do that, but when I heard you were sick, I couldn't help myself. Oh, don't worry about it. You decided that was what you needed to do to save me, right? Well, I'm back to normal now, so I'd say you made the right choice. Moko came and gave me a big hug this morning, and she told me, I don't care where you're from or who you were before this. Official, unofficial, it's all the same to me. Because right here and now, you're my friend, and I love you. Nothing's gonna change that. I was so happy I burst into tears. Knowing that people accept me for who I am, it's so wonderful. Nozomi's smile was so pure, so radiant. I felt myself getting a little emotional too. I really can't deny that. By the way, Moko is really grateful too.
She's trying to think of the perfect way to pay you back, as she put it. Even Kyoshika wanted to thank you. Here, take this. Nozomi handed me an old-fashioned envelope with letter of thanks written on it. Kyoshika wrote this? For me? I thought for sure she still hated me. My hands were trembling as I gently opened the envelope and read what was inside. Sir Takumi, I offer you my most sincere thanks for saving Lady Nozomi's life. Truly, I owe you a debt of gratitude I may never be able to repay. I wish I could be there to tell you this in person, but I feel too ashamed of my past treatment of you to do so. Though I cannot undo the events of the past, I offer myself at your complete disposal, that we may create a better future together. I remain, sir, your humble servant, Kyoshika Magadori. She told me she was willing to do anything to earn your forgiveness. Her exact words were, I will dedicate myself to Sir Takumi's service. Service? Seriously? Not like I'm some kind of feudal warlord. She is serious. I know, because I feel the same way.
Huh?
Wait, does she mean what I think she means? Say, Takumi.
Would it be alright if the three of us joined your team?
Obviously, I would have welcomed Nozomi with open arms, but this wasn't a decision I could make on my own. I tracked down Yugamu and Tsubasa, and once we discussed the matter... Nozomi, Moko, Kyoshika. Welcome to the team. We were so stoked to have you girls on our side. I'm glad to be on the same team as you again, too. Sorry I left the last one so suddenly. The others approved the new additions to our team without a second thought. If you don't mind me asking, what brought on this sudden change of heart? Was it just out of gratitude to Takumi for saving Nozomi? Or is there more to it than that? We realized it was going to be hard for just the three of us to survive from here on, especially with my condition.
And we figured if we were gonna have to sell our services to anyone, we wanted it to be Takumi.
So Takumi, you're so magnanimous, accepting a lowly wretch like me. Okay. That makes sense. We could definitely use some extra members too, so it sounds like a good deal for all of us. Just remember, Takumi's the leader. He's the one calling the shots. We need you to follow his orders, or this team will fall apart when things start to get tough. You think you can do that?
Objectively, book our matches however you want, Takumi.
Glad we understand each other. Now that that's settled, once again, welcome to the team. Takumi, how about you tell our new members what we're all about here? Okay. It was finally time to tell the girls the truth about our team. The name told them a lot already. We were the Anti-Sponsor Alliance. However, we'd actually given up on fighting the sponsor directly. Our current plan was to repair and activate the escape pod, leaving the killing game behind. To put it simply, our goal isn't victory, it's escape. It may sound irresponsible, running away from our problems like this, but the alternative is complete annihilation. Once we're back on the artificial satellite, we can get ourselves together and figure out a new course of action.
Yeah! Sounds like a plan to me. I'm in. Nothing wrong with slipping through the ropes and leaving the arena before they can take the belt from you.
Right, we need to prioritize our lives. So long as we survive, humanity still has a chance. Thanks, guys. What about you, Kyoshika? Are you okay with doing things this way? I know it must be frustrating to give up on avenging Kurata. Nay, if this is what you've decided, I have no objections. You're my lord and master now, Sir Takumi. I will follow you even into hell and back. Master? I've made my choice to devote my life to you. Come what may, I am your servant, your faithful hound. Your word is law. A true samurai follows their lord's orders without question. If you order me to die, I'll gladly plunge a knife into my heart. You really don't have to go that far. If you order me to strip, I'll gladly bear all here and now. Whoa. You do not have to go that far. Please keep your clothes on. Don't be so shy, Sir Takumi. I must atone for the past somehow. Things I said, the way I treated you, they were an insult to your honor. I need to take responsibility, and I'm prepared to suffer any humiliation to do it. That is not one option that I will put on the table. I'm telling you, that's all in the past now. We're friends again, so let's just forget about it, okay? Are you sure? This is a rare chance for you to see a what? I don't know what that word is.
What's the matter? Don't you want to see me naked? Huh?
No! Why are you getting so forceful about this? And, well, it's not like I wouldn't like that. Takumi? I don't believe you, Takumi. I'm so disappointed in you. Wait, I didn't mean it like that. I was just... Are you sure you didn't mean it like that, Takumi? In a few short seconds, Kyoshika had done more to damage my reputation with the girls than all my past mistakes put together. Had the sponsor sent her to sabotage me? Okay, enough kidding around. Let's get back on topic. In terms of our immediate plans, we should start tomorrow by... Hold on, Takumi. I think we can save all that for later. Our alliance has just entered a glorious new era. It'd be a waste not to celebrate. Why don't we throw a party? A party? Now? Fostering good morale and camaraderie is part of our leader's duties, you know. And I just so happen to have brought along a bunch of snacks for everyone. I got drinks too. Who wants that? Who wants what? What? When did you guys...
Sounds good to me. I'll take a protein shake energy drink cocktail.
Is there any amazake? I should really allow Sir Takumi to slather me in this. Whoa! Ma'am, I need you to calm down.
Ugh.
For raising, Kyoshika, do you even think about what you're saying? I'll just have an orange juice. What would you like, Takumi? I'll have what you're having, Nozomi. Eventually, everyone had a drink and we decided to make a toast. Well then, I now call on our team leader for a profound yet tasteful and totally original speech to get things started. Great! No pressure, huh? Suddenly, everyone's eyes were on me. What was I supposed to say? We're gathered here today... Oh.
We are gathered here today to bear witness to the union of a new team.
Don't be so stiff. You sound like you're officiating a wedding. Speaking of weddings.
Yeah! Loosen up, Takumi. Speak from the heart.
Smile like a president at a press conference and do a double peace sign. With everyone encouraging me, I felt the tension in my shoulders start to ease up a little. I've never been good at stuff like this, but here goes. Everyone, thank you for joining the team and agreeing to follow our plan. Even if we have to sacrifice our honor and dignity for it, the Anti-Sponsor Alliance will survive. Together, I know we can make this happen. We can get back to the satellite without anyone else dying. Let's drink a toast to that goal. Here's to our survival. To our survival! And so, for the first time in a long time, we let loose and enjoyed hanging out for a while. Things started off fairly quietly, like we were all getting to know each other again. But it didn't take long to descend into chaos.
So basically, they lured away a lot of big stars with fat paychecks and creative freedom clauses built into their contracts.
Are they drunk? What are they drunk on?
But that meant they weren't fostering new talent, and when they actually got bought out by their composition... Hey, you listening, Takumi?
Moko? That's not Takumi. It's the wall.
Stop it, holy Jumanji sword! You can't go flashing your blade like that in front of everyone! Don't look at me like that! I've pledged myself to Sir Takumi. I must remain faithful to him. No! Don't stop! Oh my!
Why are you acting like a bunch of drunks? None of these drinks even have alcohol in them.
It's the bar scene from Persona 4.
You can thank me for that.
Oh no, did you actually put alcohol in there?
I added a little of this powder to our refreshments to make everyone extra happy.
Excuse me, what kind of powder?
This goes way beyond happy.
The party was a spur of the moment thing and it got pretty crazy towards the end, but it was still a lot of fun. All I'd ever wanted was for everyone to be comfortable around each other, to be happy. I was gonna burn this scene into my memory to remind myself what I was fighting for, what I was fighting to protect. I wouldn't let anything tear us apart again. Day 43. This is it. Our break from the killing game is over. Today was the first day of the Invader Hunt's second round. In a lot of ways, it was going to be similar to the first round, but at the opening ceremony, we learned that one rule would be different. The second round will be extended to last 15 days instead of 10. Are there any objections? I doubt you'd care if there were. Can you at least tell us why we're changing the schedule? Oh, I don't want the executions to become too frequent, and several of you have died already. Kurata Osuzuki, Hideko Shizuhara, Shoma Genzaki. I didn't think we'd lose 3 hunters just in the first round. You killed 2 of them yourself. My point is, if the executions continue at this point, you'll be wiped out too soon. That is not my aim here. The Invader Hunt must continue for as long as possible. Why did they change the time frame like this, and so suddenly? Is easing up the pace really all there is to it? No use trying to figure out what the sponsor's thinking at this point. Now that it's been decided, we just have to go with it. And don't worry, you and me are the toughest buddy duo at the Academy. We'll make it through to the end of this round easy. We're buddies now, huh? Much like in the first round, Yugamu and I were working as a pair. The rest of the Alliance were exploring a different area. I would have preferred us to all stay together, but... Personally, I think we should split into 2 groups. Yugamu had proposed this idea to everyone the night before. As you know, we need to find this QB liquid stuff while also earning enough points to stay in the game. It's inefficient to have us all searching in the same place. Now that we've got more members, we should spread out a little. So, how about we go in these teams tomorrow? They're basically the same as in the first round, but we can always switch people around if we need to. We'll meet up here at the end of every day and report on our progress. That sound good to you, oh fearless leader? I got swept up in the mood last night, but are you sure about these team formations? What's the problem? Did you want me to put you with Nozomi instead? Oh, come on, I'm serious. Can the 2 of us really survive on our own? It's been 10 days since I last fought any invaders. What if I've gotten rusty and slow you down? Rusty? You? Not possible. Trust me. How can you be so sure? I told you before, didn't I? You've got talent. You're a natural born killer. Now, let's get moving. We don't want Takemaru and the others to steal our kills while we're here shooting the breeze. Yugamu began walking further into the ruined town. I followed. Okay, how about we look for invaders here? We can spend the morning earning points to secure our positions. Sound good? Yeah, once we're sure we're not at the bottom of the rankings, we can focus on finding the QB liquid. Then let's get our hunt on. Do you remember the secret I taught you? Of course, just detach myself and treat it like dull, mundane work. We wandered around in search of invaders. Jackpot. There's a whole swarm of them over there. Takumi, let's sneak around and hit them with a pincer attack. We found some invaders, and we killed them. Detach yourself. It's just work. Detach yourself. It's just work. Detach yourself. It's just work. You might even be as good an assassin as me now, Takumi. Your growth is so impressive, it's almost frightening. Yugamu was right. I was more efficient at killing than I had been in the first round. I could feel it. I didn't get so worked up about it anymore. I barely broke in a sweat. But was that really a good thing? I have concerns about that. This is weird, don't you think? I haven't been out on the hunt in 10 whole days. So why am I still so good at this? I keep telling you, it's natural talent. Your potential defies normal logic. It makes no difference if you slack off. In the end, talent will out. In the end, talent will come out? I feel like I'm missing something in the sentence. Anyways, moving on. It will bloom like beautiful, deadly flowers. I have an aptitude for killing. That idea still bothered me, but I didn't have time to fully unpack my feelings on the matter. Kill invaders, earn points. Find QB liquid. Those were my priorities right now. We continued hunting invaders for the rest of the morning. In the afternoon, we resumed our search in different ruined medical facilities. We sifted through the rubble until the sun started to go down. But in the end, we didn't find any QB liquid. We decided to head back before it got dark. We headed straight for the leisure lounge once we got back to the academy. Darby is still in first place. I feel like we haven't seen her in like 2 weeks. Curious about the rankings for the new day, we checked the
They haven't
board.
changed all that much since the last time we looked.
I don't like that Kako is in last place.
The points from round 1 probably carried over into this one. That's good news for us, but anyone who was already near the bottom is gonna have an even harder time catching up now.
15 days from now, someone else will die. From the look of things, it could be Ima or Kako, or who knows, it might be me. We were all gonna die eventually. That was the only thing we could be sure of so long as the invader hunt continued. We needed to escape. We had to get away from this game and all the senseless killing. The nighttime announcement played like normal. Why is everyone in my room after bedtime? That was the signal for our next anti-sponsor alliance meeting. Oh, okay. I missed that memo. Everyone got together in my room like we'd agreed. Is everybody here? Okay, let's get started. I'd like each group to report on how their search went today. Although Yugamu and I don't really have anything to report. We investigated an old factory, but there was nothing there but junk and rubble.
Cheer up, Takumi. Our group came up empty-handed too.
Why would that cheer him up? We accomplished nothing. Are you quoting something again, Kiyoshika? Okay, well, even if we didn't find anything today, at least we're all in one piece. That's important too. Remember, even weak invaders can be a problem if they gang up on you, so I want you all to be careful. And if you run into a commander, don't even try to take them on. Just get out of there as fast as you can. Fighting an opponent that strong outside school grounds is only asking for trouble. For real. Even Hideko couldn't defeat one of them on her own. Say, Takumi, how many enemy commanders are still around anyway? So far as I know, just 4. We haven't fought the leaders of the squads 4, 7, 10, or 11 yet. Out of all of them, the squad 11 commander is one of the most dangerous. Is that the one that made us hallucinate? She's able to use auditory attacks to induce hallucinations and trap us in a dream world. It's really psychedelic. Master of Illusions, changing our dreams into nightmares. At least we aren't stuck on a train with her. Was that a... Was that a Demon Slayer reference? How did you deal with that technique last time, Takumi? Gaku played some weird folk song over the school speakers to cancel out the commander's sound waves. So if the sound can't reach you, there's no hallucinations? Noise-canceling headphones should have the same effect then? We could probably make some with the Gift-O-Matic. We can keep them on when we're outside in case we run into that commander. Oh, good idea. We'll start collecting the materials we need for him tomorrow.
Yeah, I'm in. All of us wearing the same thing will make us feel like a real team, you know?
Indeed. It's like having class rings or matching t-shirts. Why don't we make them different colors like we're a team of spandex-wearing heroes?
Yeah! Dibs on gold. Any champion worth her salt gotta go for gold.
And I will take silver as befits a cool-headed swordswoman like myself. Nah, I think pink suits you better, Kyoshika. Just like the cotton candy clouds inside your head.
Oh!
Are you calling me stupid again? Or naive? Both are untrue. We stayed up late into the night discussing the designs for the headphones. Day 44. Oh, we're going straight outside. We are skipping the morning announcement. Cool beans. What? Our first order of business today is collecting the materials for the headphones.
Ah.
Yeah, we'll need speakers and earplugs. I think we could find those over in the residential area. Let's take a look. I got ear pads. I got a speaker.
Ah.
Now we have all the materials we need to make headphones for the Alliance members. In that case, let's use the rest of the day to earn some points. Alright, let's get to work. Once the search for materials was over, it was time to get back to the hunt. Yugamu and I walked through the ruined cityscapes like usual, looking for groups of wandering invaders. Whenever we found any, we attacked before they had a chance to react. Detach yourself. Ooh, they're getting bigger. It's just work. Detach yourself. It's just work. Detach yourself. It's just work. I don't know how I feel about this. Like, Takumi is gonna have, like, he's gonna have a dark side that comes out after this. What is happening? I was killing even more efficiently than yesterday. My pulse hadn't gotten any faster. There wasn't a single bead of sweat on my forehead. I was acting like a seasoned assassin, but that didn't make sense. Until I came to the academy, I had never killed anyone before. Yugamu, tell me what's going on. Why am I so good at killing all of a sudden? How many times are we gonna go over this? Talent, potential, a gift. Call it what you want. You've got it, man. Was that all there was to it? Was I really just born with a natural affinity for cold-blooded murder? It was a simple enough explanation, but there was one lingering doubt that I couldn't seem to shake. You said that sometimes people are unaware of gifts like this, right? Gifts show up in many different ways. Sometimes they manifest later in life. Don't get too hung up on that. I was just thinking out loud. You have a talent for killing, and our current circumstances are helping you cultivate it. What more do you need to know? More than that, I need to know the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. I was doing something I could never do before, and my proficiency was improving at a rate that didn't make sense. When I thought about that, fear welled up inside me. What in the world was happening to me? Yugamu, please, if you know what's really going on here, I need you to tell me. If you've modified me or something, I won't be mad. I just want to know the truth. I owed my life to Yugamu. If it hadn't been for him, those invaders I found on the first day of the hunt would have killed me for sure. I really wouldn't mind if it turned out he'd done something to me at some point. It was not knowing that was killing me. I'm begging you, Yugamu, tell me what's happening to me. I looked at Yugamu in the eye and held his gaze. I didn't care what he said next, so long as it wasn't more lies. After a few seconds, he broke eye contact and let out an exasperated sigh. Did he do something to you? Okay. Oh, will you give me a passionate look like that? There's no way I can stay quiet about it. Yugamu! But this is your last chance to let sleeping dogs lie, Takumi. I don't think you're gonna like what you hear. You might even end up hating yourself. Are you prepared for that? I wouldn't have asked if I wasn't. I've been through hell and back already. You think I can't handle a little more? Alright. Got respect for your determination. I'll tell you all about where your talent for killing comes from and why it's developing so fast. That was ominous. But at least it was honest. This was an honest moment between the two of us, between Yugamu Omokage and Takumi Sumino. First off, I swear by all I held sacred that I haven't modified your body in any way. Do you believe me? Yes, if you're that serious about it, then I'll trust you. That said, your affinity for killing isn't as natural as I led you to believe. You have been modified, just not by me. Oh, but not by me. Look at me finishing your sentence. You did it to yourself. What? When? Why don't I remember it? Maybe modified is misleading. If I mentioned absorption, would that ring any bells?
Yeah.
You mean this is because of absorbing cryptoglobin? You told us you came here from the future. Do you remember the first thing you did when you arrived here? On day 2 of this timeline? You killed Eito Atsuki and absorbed his cryptoglobin. Yeah, I did. But that wouldn't make me change this much, would it? No, I don't think so. Normally, that is. Absorbing cryptoglobin usually won't have any special influence on someone's personality, no matter how powerful it is. But when it comes to cryptoglobin, you are a rare case. Yours isn't like the rest of us. What are you talking about? There's nothing weird about my cryptoglobin. Oh, I beg to differ. Let me jog your memory. You killed Eito Atsuki and absorbed his cryptoglobin in your previous timeline as well, right? He was right about that. I killed Eito on day 99, my first time around. In other words, you observed the same person's cryptoglobin twice and in succession. If that's not a rare case, I don't know what is. So now you have a double dose of Eito's cryptoglobin in you. It is twice as concentrated. As is your Eito Atsukiness. What the heck does that mean?
Including his rare talent for killing.
I began to tremble. My breathing was ragged. Eito, of course, was the most ruthless murderer I had ever known. My first time here, he destroyed Sirei. Killed Hiruko, and took out Eva too, like none of their lives meant anything to him. He even killed that baby in the defense room. And I'd inherited this ability, this talent from him. First time I saw you, I felt a kind of kinship with you. There was something inside you, something just like me, but even more deadly. I could see it in your eyes. When you told us your story, I figured Eito must be the cause and decided to try to develop it further. That's why I taught you how to be a better killer. Why would you do that? If you knew something so terrible was inside me, why didn't you just leave it alone? Because I knew we'd be needing a team ace. An ace? Let me tell you, when the sponsor showed up on day 25, I thought, ooh, we were seriously screwed. There was no way a bunch of teenagers like us were gonna get by in a world where monsters like that existed. If we were gonna stand any chance of surviving, we'd need a monster of our own. Someone worthy of being called the ultimate assassin. I'd always felt like Yugamu's attitude didn't make sense. Ever since the invader hunt began, he'd been weirdly supportive towards me. But now it all added up. His aim had been to bring out the Eito inside me. Oh, I really am sorry I did this to you, but it was the only way. What's gonna happen to me now? Odds are you'll get even better at killing. And then what? I don't know. Cryptoglobin is already one big mystery, and your case is unique on top of that. You don't know? But you did it anyway? Did this mean I'm only going to get more and more like Eito from here on? What if my whole personality got overwritten by Eito's? Could that happen? Wait, the lapses in my memory. Did Eito's cryptoglobin cause them as well? No. The one day that we forgot, we literally got knocked out. I think it has to do with that. I don't think it has to do with Eito. He's psyching himself out right now. Did he somehow take over while I was blacked out? That's not out of the question. It's especially suspicious that there's such a clean cutoff between your periods of lucidity. It could be that something happened to strengthen the Eito side of you during that time. You only blacked out once. I think he's psyching himself out. It only happened once, and it was after we had an encounter with someone else. My vision started to go fuzzy, my head too. I could barely string a coherent thought together anymore. I somehow returned to the academy after that, but didn't remember the journey. One moment, I was wandering aimlessly. The next, I was back. Ooh. My head started to clear. It looked like I was back in my room. That's called a concussion, my dude, right? Well, okay, he didn't get hit upside the head, but I'm pretty sure he got attacked one day. I'm pretty sure they injected him with some kind of anesthetic. I was laying on my bed, staring up at the ceiling. I found myself thinking back on the day Yugamu had offered to form a team with me. This was what you wanted all this time, Yugamu? I'd never completely trusted him. I knew he had to have some hidden motive, some plan up his sleeve. But it was never me he was interested in. It was Eito. I'd never have guessed that in a million years. Any sense of normality I'd been holding on to had been torn to shreds. It had been a shock when Takemaru and the others had turned their backs on me, but that was nothing compared to what I was feeling now. Thinking about it now, though, maybe I had trusted Yugamu. Maybe that was why the truth hurt so much. It was like half my soul had been ripped away. I felt so exhausted, so hollow, I couldn't even bring myself to sit up. I just lay there, thinking and doing nothing at all. Poor guy. Time passed, and before I knew it, it'd gotten dark outside. The nighttime announcement played, and the other members of the Anti-Sponsor Alliance filed into my room. The headphones are finished. Everyone pick a color. Oh, they're like AirPods. Can I have the red ones? Tsubasa revealed her latest handiwork to gasps of admiration from the others. Wow, they're so cute. Thank you, Tsubasa. These look awesome. Words aren't enough. Let me do 10,000 squats to show my appreciation. You're a masterful mechanic, Lady Tsubasa. Your talent shines brighter than diamonds. Aw, you guys are too kind. Everyone took a pair of headphones and started trying them out.
Huh.
Silver definitely suits me best. It even matches with the Holy Jumanji sword. I'd like the yellow ones. I've always thought of it as a lucky color. Maybe they'll bring the Alliance luck. Oh, great. More death flags, thank you.
Oh.
I'll go with black. Makes it easier to lurk in the shadows and stalk my victims. I'll take blue. That color just kind of screams cool-headed mechanic to me. Yes, I get red. Gold all the way for me. These will go great with my championship belt. The only pair left is red. I guess those ones are for me. Go on, Takumi, put them on. See how they feel. I'm sure red will suit you. Red is usually what's given to any leader. Red is a leader's color. Convention has decreed it. Everybody looked at me exceptionally. They all looked so excited. So happy. I'm sorry, guys. I can't accept these. Huh? Why not? Do you not like the design? No, they look great. The problem's with me, not them. You see, there's something inside me. I told everyone what I'd learned earlier today. About how I'd absorbed 2 doses of Eito's cryptoglobin back to back. How its influence was now making me more like him. And how in the worst case scenario, my personality might actually be replaced with his. There's something else too. I've been getting weird lapses in my memory. It only happened once. Saying it out loud made the fear even worse. I hated to think I had a monster like Eito inside of me. If he ever took over, there was no telling what might happen. He wouldn't hesitate to kill everyone here, though. It's like I'm possessed. Cursed. So I've decided I'm going to step down as leader of the Anti-Sponsor Alliance. I lowered my head into a show of contrition. It wouldn't be easy being on my own again, but I couldn't risk becoming a threat to my own teammates. I tried to tell myself I was fine with it, that it was better this way, but then... Shoot, why are you laughing? The room suddenly erupted with laughter. It was so loud I couldn't help looking up. Everyone's laughing? I'm possessed, cursed. You actually said that with a straight face. How adorably delusional. Hey, what's so funny? This is a genuine problem.
Huh?
Yeah, guys, don't laugh at him. I mean, the whole edgelord routine was kind of ridiculous, but still. I'm sorry, I just can't hold it in. Now even you're laughing at me? Boys are so silly sometimes. Why are you all brushing this off? I am legitimately concerned. Even you, Nozomi? Well, this isn't the reaction I was expecting. What's with you guys? I'm being serious here.
We know you are, sweetie. That's part of what makes it so hilarious. You've got no reason to be scared of this curse. You overcame it and made it work for you a long time ago.
I've overcome it? When and how do you know this?
Of course. You having that little bit of Ato in you has already helped you score a bunch of points in this game. You scored so much you even got that one prize from the sponsor. If it hadn't been for that vial of cryptoglobin, Nozomi wouldn't be here right now. You got a new power and it allowed you to save a life. What's so cursed about that?
Huh?
I never thought about it that way before. It's true, though. I was only able to help Nozomi with her rejection symptoms because I killed so many invaders and placed high in the rankings.
Whether it's a curse or a blessing is all about how you look at it. In the meantime, you just gotta keep being you, Takumi.
It's nice of you to say that, but it doesn't make the problem go away. If Ato really does take over my body someday, then
we'll just slap you around until you come back to your senses.
That's what friends are for, right? Come on, have some faith in us.
Aww. Even if your body is consumed by the king of all curses, we'll send him back to hell in disgrace. You just couldn't resist getting another reference in there, could you? Whatever the origins of this power might be, I trust you to use it the right way, Takumi. You have a kind heart and a strong spirit to back it up. I was dazzled by the brightness of my friends' smiles. Not so long ago, I'd felt completely alone, and now I had people who were this nice to me. It was almost too much to bear. Now that's settled, let's get back to the headphones. You don't want all our hard work to go to waste, do you? Come on, put them on. All right. I took the headphones from Tsubasa and put them on. Red, blue, yellow, gold, silver, and black. Each member of our team now wore one of these colors. We looked at each other and nodded. That brought today's meeting to an end. The others went back to their rooms. All except one person who made no move to leave. Aren't you gonna go too, Yugamu? Yugamu stood by the wall, his eyes downcast. Do you hate me for using you like this? Hate? No. I was surprised, though. Since this killing game started, you've basically been my closest friend. But now you tell me you only wanted to bring out Ato's characteristics from inside of me. Did I never matter to you at all? No use hiding it now. I'll be completely honest with you. When we first met, I thought you were a total dud. Aside from Ato's latent properties, there was nothing special about you. Whoops, I missed a sentence there. No charisma, no expertise, no talent. Wow, that's pretty harsh. Back then, I thought we'd be better off without you. If there'd been a way to switch your personality with Ato's, I'd have done it without a second thought. Okay, that's really harsh. I won't ask you for your forgiveness. I think seeing Kurata die in such a horrible way made me a little crazy. I wanted the sponsor to pay. I wanted to make them suffer, even if it meant being less than humane in my methods. But the more time you and I spent together, I found myself feeling more affectionate towards you. Affectionate how? You don't always make the best choices, and you're way too hard on yourself, but for all that, you never turn away from the light. Even when your friends turned their backs on you, you kept fighting for them. Want to know what I think your crowning moment was? When you dove headlong into danger to try and save Hideko. When I saw you do that, I was grinning from ear to ear. I thought, who even is this maniac I've gotten myself involved with? And before I knew it, I was rushing in to join you. I never thought of myself as a team player until I started hanging out with you. That's right, I told Yugamu to run back then, but he stayed and fought with us. We had no chance of winning, but he joined us anyway. Rest easy, Takumi. You getting taken over by Ato's personality isn't impossible, but if I know you the way I think I do, it'll never happen. You'll tame those impulses and continue to give your all to protect your friends. That's just the kind of guy Takumi Sumino is.
More than anything else, I trust you to do the right thing.
Aw. With that, Yugamu quickly left the room. He wasn't actually blushing, but he was giving off the same impression. He put up a happy-go-lucky front, but I guess even he got shy sometimes. They really trust me, huh? That thought had a profound effect on me. I was more determined than ever to keep my team alive. I'd repay their trust and get them all back to the artificial satellite safely. And to do that, I need to find some QB liquid, and soon. We hadn't found even a trace of any so far, but we couldn't give up yet. I'd find that liquid. I would. Definitely. Categorically, without fail. And as it turned out, the very next day, that prediction came true, although not in the way I was expecting. Great. It's a good news, bad news kind of situation. Day 45. Huh? Good night. Did I sleep the entire day? I sat up and rubbed the sleep from my eyes. It was morning. Why was the nighttime announcement playing?
Huh?
Is the system on the fritz? I hoisted myself out of bed and checked the time. What? But when I took a look around, I almost wondered if I was still dreaming. Uh-oh, this is gonna be the second day that we can't recollect. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, maybe he wasn't psyching himself out. It was dark. According to the clock, it was well past the time the nighttime announcement usually played. What the? How? If this really was the night of day 45, that would mean I'd slept through the entire day. Had I really been that tired, or had somebody done something to knock me out for the day? Just as I was wondering what the others were doing... Hey, Takumi. Are you feeling better? I opened the door and let Tsubasa in. For some reason, she seemed worried. Sorry about this morning. I shouldn't have forced you to help me. But you could have told me you weren't feeling well, you know.
Huh?
Not feeling well? Help you? I had no idea what she was talking about. So far as I knew, this was the first time I'd seen her today. Oh, yeah, I got something for you. I diluted it so we'd have more to go around. You should spray it on anything metal in your room, just in case. What is this?
Huh?
What do you mean? It's the QB liquid you gave me. QB liquid? But what's the matter? You got QB liquid already? I was starting to think we'd never find any. Why are you acting like this is the first time you're seeing it? You're the one who found it. I found it? No. That's not possible. Takumi, you're acting really weird. Tsubasa was looking at me with a mixture of confusion and concern, but then she gasped, like she'd suddenly figured something out. Did you lose part of your memory again? Seems that way. I can't remember anything that happened earlier today. What's going on, Tsubasa? Why do we have the QB liquid all of a sudden? She told me what had happened. It was bizarre hearing about things I'd done but had no memory of. Apparently, I'd gone to Tsubasa's room this morning and given her the QB liquid. Obviously, she was surprised and asked me where I'd found it, but I hadn't given her a clear answer. I only said I didn't remember where exactly. Tsubasa hadn't pressed me. She was happy enough that we had the stuff we needed. What if it's a bottle that's mislabeled? After that, she'd taken me to the underground hangar, and the two of us had set to work applying the liquid to the escape pod. We'd gone over the surface of the metal thoroughly to make sure the particle bacteria never ate into it again. It didn't take us long to finish, but then you got really exhausted all of a sudden. You said, I'm gonna go back to my room and taking the rest of the day off. And now that the day's ending, you came to check on me. None of that had jogged any memories. It was almost like there was another me walking around living my life without me knowing about it. Was this Eito's doing? Had what was left of him somehow taken over my body? But why would Eito go to the trouble of finding the thing we need to help us escape? Wouldn't he just go on a rampage and kill everyone? Actually though, maybe it didn't matter why I didn't remember finding the QB liquid. Whether I remembered it or not, we had it now. That's what mattered. Tsubasa, let me get one thing straight. You said if we found the QB liquid, you'd be able to repair the escape pod, right? Does this mean you can do it right now? Can you get the pod working early and get us out of here? If we could only do that, our troubles would be over. We could all escape this horrible game and go back to the satellite where things would be safe. Yeah, about that. Tsubasa looked away awkwardly. Oh no, is it unfixable? I can fix the pod, but it's gonna take me at least 50 days. It's gonna take you 50 days? That brings us to day 95. 50 days? Where do your calculations come from? So then, we'd have to survive until day 95 before we can get out of here. At that point, it barely even qualifies as escaping early anymore. We'd gotten the members of our alliance together for the daily meeting and told them the bad news. Needless to say, they were all pretty shocked. The damage is really that bad, huh? Yeah, turns out the bacteria ate into it deeper than I was expecting. It's not just surface damage anymore. The whole thing's compromised on a structural level. I can't see it taking less than 50 days, no matter what I do. I'm sorry, I'm just not skilled enough. Aw, Tsubasa, you don't have to apologize. That's right, if we didn't have you here, we wouldn't be able to repair it at all. No one was really to blame for this. Nozomi was right about that. It was just some monumentally bad luck. Well, now that escaping early is off the table, we've got two options. We can keep participating in the invader hunt right up to day 95, or we can come up with a new plan to defeat the sponsor and end the game. The same choice I tried to avoid with this escape pod plan. You're up, team leader. What course is the Alliance going to take from here on? I smell a decision. Naturally, the right and responsibility to make the choice fell to me. I couldn't waste time. I had to step up and give my teammates direction. Participating in the hunt is out of the question. If the killing game keeps going all the way to day 95, people will die. Not just from the other team, but this one as well. Right, there's no telling when one of us could end up in last place or run into a commander outside the school. That's why I can't let the invader hunt continue, but in order to end it, we'll have to take out the sponsor for good this time. Yeah, and that's not gonna be easy. It was bad enough when there was only one of them, but they're having multiple bodies is definitely gonna complicate things. Wonder how many there are in all. If we leave even one alive, it'll scuttle off and create more. They're like cockroaches. We'd overcome a lot of crazy stuff here at the academy, but in fighting an enemy like the sponsor, we might finally have met our match. Everybody looked completely shell-shocked. The truth must have dawned on them too. How could we possibly deal with a situation as hopeless as this? But then...
I think I know a way to kill the sponsor.
Please share with the rest of the class. Yugamu spoke up, offering us a light in the dark. What was that? Yeah, we can kill the sponsor. All of them. You're not kidding around, right? This is this is for realsies? Really for real? For real, for real. Truth is, there's an idea I've been sitting on for a while now. It was only really a vague notion until Shoma got executed. That's when I realized it could actually work. This method will kill the sponsor once and for all. Ooh, I have a feeling I know where he's going with this. So, there was the one time where he created these drugs that would essentially eat up the cryptoglobin and like break it down. So it was like a poison. So it might involve a sacrifice. But I have a feeling it's gonna be like the bees suck it up and then the poison gets spread out throughout all of the sponsors. That's my prediction. You're that sure of it? Why didn't you say anything until now? The method I'm thinking of kind of goes against my principles. I'd have preferred not to use it given the chance. But it looks like my preferences are gonna have to take a backseat. Guess that's what I get. Quit philosophizing, just tell us what you need to do. You gonna break out some finisher no one's ever seen before? Or summon a barrier that enhances your innate techniques to their utmost level? And once the sponsor gets drawn into your domain, you'll release everything you've got in one lethal attack?
Ugh.
Kyoshika, maybe go sit quietly while we're talking about this? Tell us, Yugamu. This could be our big chance to avenge Kurata. We all waited with bated breath to hear Yugamu's idea. A surefire way to destroy the sponsor. What could it be? But when he finally did speak up...
Sorry, guys. I'm keeping this one under my hat.
What? What? Why? This is so not time to play coy, Yugamu.
Huh?
Oh, don't get me wrong. I'm just exercising due caution. The element of surprise is essential to this plan. If the sponsor gets wind of it ahead of time, it'll all be for nothing. So you think one of us is gonna leak information to them? Not intentionally, no. But you can't deny that when it comes to keeping secrets, some of us are more cautious than others. Oro? Why is everyone looking at me all of a sudden? Maybe he was right. Maybe some of us were better off not knowing. This means you'll have to do it all on your own. Are you sure you can handle it? You know how powerful the sponsor is. And they're only getting stronger now that they're absorbed Kurata and Shoma's cryptoglobin. That's exactly why I know we can win. It is? The sponsor absorbed cryptoglobin to get stronger. That's the key to our victory. Chaos holds power over us because it's unknowable. The more we learn about something, the more that power is diminished. The sponsor is going down. You can depend on it. Trust me. If this was anyone else, I might have my doubts, but Yugamu's an assassin. If there's one thing he knows about, it's killing. Alright, I trust you. It's all on you now, Yugamu. This was the third time the anti-sponsor alliance had switched to a new goal. With Yugamu handling the plan to kill the sponsor, that only left one thing for the rest of us to do. Keep on keeping on. Day 46. Invader Hunt Round 2, Day 4. I headed out beyond school grounds to earn points like usual. Today, though, I wasn't hunting with Yugamu. Thanks for pairing up with me today, Takumi. I'll try not to slow you down. Instead, I had Tsubasa as my partner. I'll show you can be just as efficient as a hunter as anyone. I appreciate it, but don't push yourself too hard. I'll be the one doing most of the hunting. You just focus on backing me up. That way, you'll get a decent amount of points with only a fraction of the work. Our focus today was exploiting the point distribution system to bolster Tsubasa's rank. We couldn't afford to let her fall into last place. We're leaving the entire plan to kill the sponsor in your hands, Yugamu. You don't have to tell any of us what it is. But can you at least tell us how much time you'd need to get it ready? Oh, not very long, although it's unlikely I'll be able to enact it before the end of the second round. The sponsor will be in the ground before the start of round 3. I promise you that. So if we can just avoid being executed at the end of this round, we'll be able to end the invader hunt and prevent any more deaths. That's about the size of it. Basically, all you guys need to worry about is not ending up in last place. Takumi and I will do everything we can to help out, obviously, but the real problem is you, Tsubasa. Right now, you're 8th out of 10. That's pretty near the bottom. Yeah, things aren't looking good for me, huh? I'm still not used to fighting outside the school, so I've barely been able to hunt any enemies. In that case, we'll have to get you some support points without you killing invaders directly. We found out there was a secret to the invader hunt's point system. Even hunters that didn't actually kill invaders could still earn points by supporting their allies in battle. I have a suggestion if you're interested. Starting tomorrow, why don't you take my place and go hunting with Takumi, Tsubasa? Huh? Me and Takumi? He's the top hunter in the whole alliance. You'll probably earn a ton of points just from being around him. If that's okay with you, Takumi. I don't mind, but what are you gonna do, Yugamu? I'll be taking a break from hunting for a while. If you want me, I'll be holed up in the escape pod hangar working on the plan. As much as it pains me to relinquish my position as your hunting buddy, it's a sacrifice I'm willing to make. Look there, Tsubasa. A big group of invaders. Surprise attacks are effective in situations like this, so we'll sneak up on them quietly. Right, sneaking. Sneaking quietly. Oh, how do you walk without making too much noise again? She seems pretty nervous. And again, she's always been the type to get stressed out easily. Are you scared? It's okay, just close your eyes and stay next to me. Here, give me your hand. Okay. I held Tsubasa's hand as we snuck closer to the invaders, and then we struck. Do we get to fight? No. Detach yourself. It's just work. Detach yourself. It's just work. Detach yourself. It's just work. Nice. Seems like I'm in pretty good form today. If I kept mowing down invaders like this, Tsubasa was bound to get some of the points I earned. Wow, Takumi, you're amazing. I knew you were strong, but that was something else. You were all swish, swish, swish. It's a little something Yugami taught me. The double dose of Ato's cryptoglobin helps too. But still, you were awesome. So strong. So manly.
It seems like only yesterday you were an awkward little half pint. Pretty soon you'll be all grown up.
What are you, my mom? Also, half pint? Really? Let's get moving. Can't waste time talking when there's invaders to hunt. I started walking again, pulling Tsubasa along behind me. We needed to make every kill count. Is she even participating, though? Sheesh, what's with the alpha male act all of a sudden? Being so forceful with a girl. Don't get too big for your Takumi-sized boots. I ignored Tsubasa's grumbling and let it fade into the background. I didn't have time to be delicate with her right now. We spent the rest of that day walking around the ruins, hunting invaders. We killed a lot of them. Alright, that should do it for today. You should be safe from falling to last place now, Tsubasa. Great. Thanks for this, Takumi. Can't believe we took out this many invaders just in one day. I say we, but really all of it, all I did was watch. Don't sweat it. It's a leader's job to help out his allies when they're in trouble. I'm glad we have a dependable leader like you around. You're really growing into the role. It's weird though. I never imagined I'd be spending time with you like this, just the two of us. Not after I alienated you like everyone else did at the start of the game. Tsubasa's expression suddenly clouded over like she was about to cry. I'm really sorry for back then. You're such a great guy and we treated you like trash. Every time you do something nice for me, I get reminded of that. You're too good to me. Oh, forget about it. It's all in the past. And it made sense at the time. Maybe, but... If anything, I think it's a good thing that you all alienated me back then. Huh? A good thing? Why? It made me appreciate just how much of a difference having someone on your side can make. Now that people have decided to stand by me, I'm more determined than ever to keep them safe.
That includes you too, Tsubasa. I'll protect you. For all the rest of our lives.
The rest of our lives? Yeah, I'll always be here for you. That's great and all, but when you put it like that, it almost sounds like... Are you okay? Oh no, why are you blushing? Hey, what's wrong? Are you not feeling well? Jeez, Takumi, you big dummy.
I look away for a minute and suddenly you turn into a total Casanova. Where did I go wrong?
Why do you keep talking about me like I'm some wayward soul? Whatever, that's all for today. I'm going back to school. Hey, don't run off by yourself. It's not safe. I ran after Tsubasa. She stormed her way back to the Last Defense Academy. Feeling a little winded after the journey, we went straight to the leisure lounge. To check the scoreboard, probably? Darumi is still in first place, and I have yet to see her. As far as I know, she is still passed out in her room. Wait, was she really that high up? Anyways, it looks like the twins are still in last place, which is kind of concerning. Once there, we check the rankings.
Nice! I went up a place. What a relief. And I owe it all to you, Takumi.
Don't get comfy yet. It won't take much for Takemaru and the others to overtake you. We'll have to keep it up and get you some more points tomorrow.
I had to keep the members of the Anti-Sponsor Alliance out of last place. As their leader, that was my responsibility. Of course, that also meant we'd be forcing someone from Takemaru's team into last place instead. I tried not to think about that side of things too much. I wasn't some omnipotent savior. No matter what I did, I couldn't save everyone. Having checked on the rankings, Tsubasa and I went back to our rooms to rest. Then, when night fell... After the announcement played, everyone from the Alliance got together in my room.
You helped Tsubasa go up a rank in just one day? Nice going, Takumi.
The way you fight to protect Lady Tsubasa is truly inspiring. You're like a stone-cold professional killer. I don't know about stone cold, but I agree with the professional part. You were swinging your sword practically at the speed of light. Oh, come on, guys. I'm just doing what any decent leader would. I don't know how to deal with everyone being so nice to me. This cheery atmosphere is going to take some getting used to. Anyway, enough about me. How's your progress, Yugamu? Is your plan to take down the sponsors still going smoothly? Yugamu had spent the whole day in the escape pod hangar working on the method he thought up to kill our invincible adversary. The exact details were still a secret, of course. None of us had any idea what this method was. Yep, no problems here. Everything's going according to plan. When I spring my little trap, the sponsor will die. No ifs, ands, or buts. Sponsor would die. That was a reassuring thought. But how exactly are you going to kill the sponsor, Sir Yugamu? I've been so curious I can barely eat. We're all allies here. Can't you tell me what this ingenious plan of yours is? Just a hint will do. Just a teensy-wincy little hint of a hint. Oh, knock it off, Kiyoshika. Yugamu's in charge of killing the sponsor. That includes whether or not he wants to keep it a secret. If my lord commands it, I suppose I have no choice but to back down. Carry out this plan however you want, Yugamu. We're putting all our trust in you. Thanks. I won't let you down. Soon enough, you'll be sitting up and begging to thank me for my efforts. Sit up and beg? What are we, your pets? I could only hope it was a good sign that Yugamu felt comfortable enough to joke around. If we could all survive to the end of this round and end the killing game, our futures would be a whole lot brighter. Once the sponsor is gone, that only leaves the invaders to deal with. Indeed. Need only defend the school until day 100, and our victory will be complete.
After the invader hunt, defensive battles are gonna be a breeze. I'll take on any and all challengers that come our way.
I think so too. The sponsor is the only real threat to us right now. If we could just take them out of the picture, we'll have basically already won. Victory. Ending the war. Winning the war. The idea was so exciting, it was intoxicating. Just a little more. One final push and it would all be over. It is not going to be that easy. It is only day 46. No more going out hunting to earn points. No more sponsor lording their power over us. Peaceful days like that were just around the corner. However, the hope we felt in that moment blinded us to the truth. Whenever life appeared to hand us a victory, there were always strings attached. When things seemed to be going well, we needed to be more careful than ever. The Anti-Sponsor Alliance had forgotten that, but we'd receive a cruel reminder the very next day. Oh, great. Fantastic. Day 47. Oh no. I choked wordlessly, unable... Who's on the floor? Nozomi's on the floor. Oh no. I choked wordlessly, unable to comprehend the scene playing out in front of me.
Nozomi!
Nozomi on the ground, covered in blood. My other friends, barely standing, ragged from exhaustion. And in the middle of all this carnage, the one responsible for it. Oh, this is the one that reverses time. I recognize that monstrous form.
The Squad 10 commander!
Why do we have to run into him now, of all times? If we just could have made it through the second round, everything would have been fine. So why? Why now?
What is a commander even doing here?
This morning, Tsubasa and I went out hunting like the day before. I wanted to keep earning points for her just in case. For the first few hours, everything had gone well. Killed a ton of invaders. Just before noon, we switched gears and headed to a meetup with the other Alliance members. We all decided to have a picnic lunch together. The two of us made our way to the rendezvous point, feeling pretty good about everything. But when we got there, it wasn't a nice, laid-back picnic that greeted us. It was this. The commander must have attacked Moko and the others while they were out on the hunt. A battle had ensued, Nozomi was wounded, and I guess that's when we showed up.
Damn it! How dare you do this to my friends!
The full implications of the situation were becoming clear to me. If I didn't do something quick, they would all die and there'd be no bringing them back. But before that... Tsubasa, get out of here. Go back to the academy. The whole reason I was hunting with Tsubasa was that she wasn't used to fighting outside school grounds. I couldn't let her take on a commander. I just have to cover her until she could safely escape. Or so I thought. No, I won't run away this time. I ran when Hideko and Darumi needed help. I ignored them and left them to die. She must be talking about that time we ran into the Squad 3 commander. I jumped in to help Hideko and Darumi back then, but Tsubasa was too scared.
What?
Don't dwell on the past, just go. No, I won't. Not like this. I'm not running away anymore.
Yeah.
Tsubasa, wait! You can't charge in on your own. She wouldn't listen. She was already running full speed into the fray. There was no time to stand around and talk. Our battle against the Squad 10 commander had begun. We could take him. How many are we? 4? We could take him. Oh, you are very close for comfort. Everyone, are you okay? Takumi, am I glad to see you? Sir Takumi, Lady Nozomi, she's been grievously injured. She's still breathing, but she won't last much longer. She's going to die. Calm down, Kiyoshika. We need to do something about the commander before we can help her. Moko, what happened here?
The commander is not all that strong, but whenever we beat him, he comes right back. We've had to fight him over and over again, and during one of those battles, Nozomi went down for the count.
I was afraid of that. This commander has the power to control time. Little attacks won't cut it against him. He could just turn back the clock and make it like his injuries never happened. And how the heck are we supposed to beat him? We have to all attack at once and inflict more damage than he can handle. Let's do this, guys. Don't give him a chance to recover.
Okay.
Oh. Where'd he go? Oh, I didn't see how many waves there were. Darn it, we almost had him that time. The fiend has recovered again. At this rate, the battle will never end.
Don't give up, guys. We'll get him this time. Everyone take a deep breath and go!
It's on you, Tsubasa. Oh, dang it! I have this. It keeps running away. Not again. We were so close. If we don't finish him soon, Nozomi is really gonna die. Cease this slinking away, coward. Stand and fight us. What are we gonna do? We fight and fight, but the commander's still not going down. Nozomi's at her limit. We need to get her back to the school before it's too late. Just then...
I'll take this guy on alone.
Are you sure about that? Moko stepped forward, proposing a plan that was completely insane.
You guys go on ahead. I'll do what I can to slow him down. The way I see it, there's no other way to save Nozomi but this.
You want us to leave you behind? We can't do that. Sir Takumi is right, Lady Moko. We could never abandon a comrade to die.
Yeah.
Don't be hasty, alright? If we beat him with our next attack, we'll still have time to...
Shut the hell up, all of ya.
Moko shouted so loud it felt like she was making the ground shake with her voice alone.
Listen, guys, the day Kurata died, I stood at her grave, and I made her a promise. I promised to protect the girls. Make sure not a single one of them died. If Nozomi dies on my watch, Kurata will never forgive me.
So let me do this! Let me protect my friend!
If one person stayed to distract the commander, the rest of us could escape and get Nozomi back to safety. That much was true. But could I really do this to Moko? Could I sacrifice one of our own? Leave Moko here and take Nozomi back to the school, or stay here and all fight the commander together? I smell a decision. As the Alliance's leader, that was the choice I needed to make.